pants off of them. I mean, Greenberg was just like, man, this team sucks.
Yeah, when fucking Greeny is fucking saying this shit, you know it's bad.
I got
Oh.
one word for the Jets, and it's going in the chat.
I just went
Done.
live. By the way, I just went live.
One word for the Jets. Done. Done.
I'm a tough guy. I made it halfway through failure to launch. Done.
Well,
Oh
let
my
me,
God.
we're live yet or no?
Yeah, we're live.
Well, let me put it to you this way. Right now, I'd be like, okay, the Mets season's over, getting ready for the Jets. Well, now the Jets season started. Now I got to wait till next February again.
Jet season's over. I got time for the Knicks. Wait, the Knicks
Well,
still suck.
since I don't
Fuck.
follow basketball, my next sport would be baseball again come February.
Wait, the Knicks still suck. Fuck.
I have nothing to look forward to. I have nothing, absolutely nothing.
Knicks suck. Rangers suck.
The draft.
The draft.
The draft.
The only draft I'm more concerned about is the draft outside, because that's more fascinating than a fucking draft.
Hey, you want to know something fascinating? The Marlins are up 6-1.
Of fucking course they are.
The Marlins are going to make the fucking playoffs.
Well, they're always sick.
How the fuck?
It's pretty easy when you're always sick.
Well, Yankees are happy. Washington won. They beat Tampa. They're happy there.
Shit.
Yeah, exactly. Shit.
Why?
Shit.
Stop talking about. You're talking about the Mets and Jets again? Shit.
Oh no.
Exactly.
No, that's not shit. That's an abortion.
Like I said the other day in the chat, time to tank for Trevor. Get the T-shirts printed.
Yeah.
Tag for Trevor, but the Dolphins are beating you to it.
No,
Give us time. Give us time. The Dolphins will actually win a game.
Why would the Dolphins beat you to it? They have Tua.
Yeah, apparently they don't want to. I don't know.
How the fuck? Okay, we'll do a fucking swap. I'll take Tua.
Yeah.
You want Trevor? Give us. We'll pull an Eli. You take two. You take Trevor. We'll take Tua.
You take Tua. You take Trevor.
I'll take two cyanide tablets.
Oh Jesus.
Oh God.
Jesus.
Oh,
one for the Mets, one for the Jets.
Oof. Brutal.
Well, when you're a Mets and Jets fan, your life is brutal.
Brutality. Finish him. Oh,
damn it.
That's easy.
Let me put it to you this way. I'd rather watch reruns of Law and Order than watch the Jets play.
Thought you were about to say the Golden Girls.
No, because that's when the Mets are on. I got to watch something for the Mets. I watch the Golden Girls for that. Watch reruns of Law and Order for the Jets.
Jesus Christ! Which Law and Order?
Any of them, it doesn't fucking matter. They replay them 1,000 fucking times anyway.
Yeah, sports utility vehicle.
Yeah, let's see. I can watch the original one that's on Wii for 600 hours. SVU that's on USA every fucking minute we breathe.
God,
Criminal Intent that's on God knows
every
when.
minute.
Dude, SVU is like fucking Cops. They're just it's like Cops on Paramount back in the day. It was just every fucking other thing was.
Oh
Cops.
God.
It was Cops on G4. If it wasn't X-Play or fucking Attack of the Show, it was Cops or Campus PD.
Ah.
I mean, it's just like it's annoying, and it's like it's because of that. Thank God I discovered Chicago PD, Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, all those shows. I'll watch those because those are interesting.
Chicago.
It's the Chicago show.
Chicago.
Those shows are fucking awesome, especially Chicago PD. That show's fucking awesome. I love that. The captain on that show. Oh man,
Oh.
that guy doesn't fucking take it. Have you watched that show?
Yeah, I've watched
He don't
Chicago.
take shit from anybody. You screwed somebody over that he likes, forget it. You'll end up buried behind the tombs. You'll end up buried behind the silos.
Ah.
That's what I like about that cop. He takes no shit. Put him
I
as the
take
general
no
manager.
shit from nobody.
Make him the general manager of the Mets.
I don't take
Why,
no
you're not
shit from
performing?
no one.
Make him. You say you're not performing. Take him to the silos. Bury him there.
Oh, I know one thing, Chris. You're not watching hockey anymore, are you?
No. Fuck Vegas.
Yep.
Who is it now? It's a Vegas and
They're still going. They won last night.
I know it's Vegas.
No, Dallas beat Vegas. Now it's the winner
Oh.
of the Islanders
God.
Tampa,
Yeah, that's the one I want to watch.
and it's a game 6 tomorrow.
God damn it. Yeah, game 6. Let me guess. Tampa's up.
Yeah.
When did Drew Barrymore get her own talk show?
Good question.
No fucking clue.
I'm flipping the channels, and all of a sudden, the Drew Barrymore show. Like, when the fuck did she get her own talk show?
Yeah, I don't know.
They'll give anybody a talk show.
So,
was
all right,
Pat,
all right.
what was Pat Sajak busy this week?
Good question.
Look, I love Drew Barrymore. Don't get me wrong, but why the fuck did you give her own talk show?
Because she wanted to talk, and she needed a show.
I mean, they gave one to Kelly Clarkson.
Sheesh.
Oh, no comment on that.
Dude,
Hey,
they gave it to Kelly Clarkson when Steve Harvey left. They gave her his show.
They
You
gave it
guys
the
get
Harvey
the channel
Yeah, there
guys
used to be a
get-
Steve Harvey show.
WLNY
Yeah.
TV. Did you
Yeah.
get that?
Yeah, I get it.
Let me put it to you this way. I just turned the credits. She just finished the interview. Shall we dance ourselves to credits?
What is she, Ellen?
She dances after each interview.
Sounds like Ellen.
No,
What
I
in
want to dance.
You know, there's something I want to do with my life, but I don't want to tell some fat hairy guy with his ass crack hanging out that I got to do what he wants me to do. Well, what do you want to do with your life? I want to dance.
Dancing, dancing.
Dazed and confused. I want to dance.
Yeah, after he beat up the guy in the parking lot after he sucker punched.
Yeah, but I'm
Gotta
just saying,
dance.
I love that fucking movie.
Oh, that movie's a classic.
All right.
Long as I get old, long as I,
If I
get
that's what I love
older,
about,
he
yeah.
stay the same age.
That's what I love about these high school girls. I get older, they stay the same age.
Yes, they do.
Your ass is gonna end up in jail one day. The fact that Ben Affleck's in that film.
Yeah, that was his. That was one of his.
That was like his first movie.
That was one of his first movies. Then
And
he did. Then
what's
I
the
don't
other
know-
game? Oh, what's the other woman? Fuck the other. Shit, she doesn't have a credit in it, but she's the lesbian from fucking Chasing Amy.
Joey. They're
Joey
all
Lauren
in.
Adams?
Yes,
Joey Laurie Adams
She's
is
in
in
Dazed.
that.
She's in Dazed and Confused. She doesn't have a credit though.
So was Mila Jovovich. Was in it.
Yeah.
Played a hippie chick who's stoned all the time and plays a guitar.
So no, just herself.
Pretty much. I mean, there's a lot of famous people in that fucking movie. The indie queen Parker Posey. I mean, come on,
Oh, yeah.
guys.
Hey, hello.
Anthony Rapp from Rent. He was in it.
That's a movie that literally, if that's on, I will stop and
I've-
watch it.
What, Rent?
No, Dazed and Confused.
I was gonna say Rent. I've watched Rent 1,000 times. That's another great
Rent's
movie.
fucking great,
Yeah.
dude.
I have on Blu-ray the movie and the last Broadway performance. They
Ah,
put it on Blu-ray, the last Rent ever, and stuff like that. They had
yeah.
the writer. I forget his name, and I know I've seen him. I've seen his name 1,000 times, but his parents were there. All his friends were there. Everybody was there for the last performance.
All
Now,
right,
God,
we
now it's
ready?
gonna drive me crazy. I gotta find this out.
All right, we ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, John, you ready?
Whatever.
3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Nerd Zone on the Nerdport Network. And today's episode, a lot of baseball news. The Mets are finally sold. There's new rules coming for next year. Big Ten is back. Conor McGregor gets arrested, and we make our picks for college football, pros, and we review the week in sports. Chris, hit us with that music.
Nerd Zone.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Nerd Zone on the Nerdport Network, episode 181. I am your host, Stephen Ronnie, and with me, as always,
It is I, Trips, and what a long season it's gonna be.
and
The Zombie Master, and the Jets have already been eliminated from the playoffs. Thank you very much. Oh, and that writer's name, Jonathan Larson. I found his name out.
oh, okay. Yeah, Chris, I'm getting better at those.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
getting better at these intros. It just took 181 episodes.
Oh yeah. You know.
It just took almost 3 years. Oh, but yes, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, where to begin? Where to begin?
How about I guess. Oh yeah, the Mets are finally sold.
Yahoo!
Yeah, well,
There is
yeah.
as of right now, there is a Jeebus. Yes,
What?
a Jeebus.
Jesus.
Oh, whatever.
But anyway, no, yes, the Mets are finally sold. They have been sold to Steve Cohen for $2.4 billion to get 95% of the team.
And Jeff Wilpon has 5,
Jeff and Fred have 5.
and that means they have no say in or of nothing.
No, but they still have some financial stake in the team.
Yeah, but they can't say shit. They have no
Once
say
you get
in
over
anything.
once you get over 55%, you can't say shit. It's just how much money you have in the fucking.
So now they can actually trade and sign people and not cry poverty and
Well, let's face it. As much as we bitch about that, the Madoff shit fucked them over.
well, no. Before the Madoff shit, they were still fucked because the Wilpons couldn't break open their wallets even if they had a nuclear bomb. They wouldn't open them wallets to sign anybody unless they were over 35, injured, or 70 years old. Oh, wait a minute, that's Bobby Bonilla. I'm sorry.
Oh, you must be fucking doing backflips right now with that.
What do you mean?
He's gonna get paid. And he's done.
Yeah, well, like I said,
Yeah,
well, yeah.
it's over and done with. Thank God.
It's still gonna, people are still gonna remember that day.
Oh yeah, they'll remember it, but they don't have to worry about it. Actually, they don't have to worry about the Mets actually having to cut a check that day. So Bobby Bonilla he's going to get a big fat check for what he's owed, and he can go off into the sunset. We'll never hear his name again, and I'm happy with that.
Well, we'll remember his name for the actual reasons, the killer bees.
The
But,
bees on the
yes.
swarm.
When Bonds was not on steroids, when Barry Bonds' head didn't look like a fucking look like a UFO over New Jersey. Oh wait, that was a Goodyear blimp. Sorry.
Oh God.
Now that reminded me of when the Simpsons did at the baseball, and Griffey Jr. was drinking that cough medicine,
Yes.
and his head blew up to the size of a small country. That's how Bonds looked.
Yeah. Well, John? Did you hear about that? Chris, did you hear about that? What
What?
happened? The fact that people were screaming there was a UFO in New Jersey, and it was a Goodyear blimp.
God.
No, I didn't hear about it, but then again, it's Jersey. Anything is happening in New Jersey.
Yeah.
People still think they know where Jimmy Hoffa is.
They actually dug that up. That's the funny part. They actually dug that up. And there's nothing there.
I know, because it is what it is. Who cares?
But, and other. But, yeah. So, Mets are sold. Hallelujah. Holy shit. Fire Brody.
You know what? I have a feeling they're gonna
He's
keep him. I heard rumblings that they're gonna bring in more baseball guys to work with him.
Well, from what he said, the owners, from what it looks like, the owners are not going to be able to get him in time. So Brody might have one more year to try to prove himself.
So basically, this time next year, when the Mets are like
Done.
in last place again,
He's fired.
he's gone, and so will. Well, I'm hoping Taco Tuesday Rumble Pony will be gone too.
He did not do.
He doesn't know how to manage a major league team.
He doesn't
I'm
have anyone
sorry.
around him, though. That's the only thing I don't like about that. He has nobody around him to help him. That's the problem. He's not doing a horrible job.
Not doing a good job either.
Oh, motherfucker. Well, you want to hear bad news?
No, Bad News Barrett's on NXT.
No, you want to hear worse news.
Oh God, what?
DeGrom exited the game after 2 innings.
What else is new?
After chats with trainers, he pulled himself, it looks like.
Again, what else is new?
This
The only reason we were any good, now the season's over in 12 days. See you in February.
The reigning 2-time Cy Young had a meeting with trainers, giving up 3 runs in the 2nd inning, according to Philadelphia Inquirer. Replaced John in the 3rd inning. Oh, so just because he gave up 3 runs, he pulled himself. Cy Young, maybe for another Cy Young.
Look, whatever. It's like this season has just been, no matter what you say and or do, this whole season has been a joke.
Yeah.
It's been a joke. It's been an embarrassment. Whoever wins the World Series, probably the Marlins at the rate they're going. You know what? Wouldn't surprise me.
Not at all.
But my whole thing is this. There's going to be an asterisk next to this title win of whoever wins it. Because that's going to be the shortened season. We're only played 60 games. Nobody could really get off and running. It was like when the beginning of the season, the teams will be outstanding for the first half of the season, and then they flop the second half. Well, the Marlins won't get a chance to flop the second half because there is no fucking second half.
Yeah, they'll flop in the playoffs.
The Mets usually flop in the beginning. They get better towards the end. This time, they just sucked in the beginning and kept on sucking.
I mean, you're not wrong. That's the
thing.
thing.
I mean, there's no way anybody can convince me that everything I just said is wrong because it's not.
No, you're not wrong. Like, it's the fact that teams like the Marlins are good. They always. It seems like every year we talk about this. The first quarter of the season, they get to some ridiculous start, and then
usually by October,
and then they piss out.
By July and August, that's when they start to wane. At September, the floor falls out.
Yeah.
This time, there is no floor to fall out of because the season's over in less than 12 days.
Now, I want to get both of your opinions on this. So, Manfred came out and said that the extended playoffs are going to be from here on out.
You know what? I'm fine with it. I really don't care because you know what? It'll make the playoffs a lot more interesting. More teams will have a chance to be in it.
I'm okay with that, but my problem is you are now making the regular season almost pointless with 162 games.
Not really.
16 out of the 30 teams make it.
Well, I don't. But you know what? You got to look at it this way. The first round's going to be the best of three. You know, you win 2 games, then you move on. You know, it's not going to be like,
It's not like
it's not going to be the best of 7 out of all 6 because then the playoffs would be going on in fucking December.
yeah, no, it's 3, 5, 7, 7.
Right, which is fine. I'm fine with that.
No, that I'm perfectly fine with that too. 3, 5, 7, 7 is perfect. But I almost would say don't do 8. Do 7. Give the team that wins, that's the number 1 team in each division, give them a bye. Because then that makes being first place pointless. Unless you make the best of 3, there's no travel. It's just in their stadium. You have to give home field advantage in some way, shape, or form, because the other new thing is, what they might be trying to do is make the World Series a solo location.
A what?
Like the Super Bowl.
Solo, you mean
one place. They are going to pick a stadium.
Neutral site.
Yep. Well, it might not be neutral site. It could be it's neutral site at that time, but if they make the World Series, then it's not neutral site. It's the same thing like the Super Bowl. They're going to pick a state, they're going to pick a stadium, and they're going to play the World Series there.
Whatever. You know what? At this point...
Well, that's what they're going to try this year because they're going to test run it. They're going to do it in Arlington, and they're going to try to pack it with 20% fans to see if it would work.
I think you know what it is. As much as I love baseball, this season I just have not been able to get into it. I just can't. You know, it's.
No, I'm in full agreement with you on that because it's kind of one of those things where it's like, it's there. Like, okay, it's not like what football or it's not like football where football is like it's one day, you can focus on it there. Baseball, since baseball's every other day or every day, if 60 games is just, that's it. It's 60 games.
But, you know, and it's like, look, I love it. I love the sport. I always have. But it just, I'm sorry. 2020, I put a post up before, Ronnie, that you love about history teachers and stuff like that, and how history teachers would, I don't know if you saw it, Chris, how history teachers in 30 years are going to describe 2020.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's seen.
Oh yeah, I saw it. The Tommy Boy, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. That's the way 2020's been for everything. And that's including baseball. It's been a car crash. You know, and it's like everything is canceled, nothing is around. You know, everything is restricted. You can't do this, can't do that. It's like we've all become bubble people in a way. And that's just the way it is. And sports to me this year are footnotes. They're nothing. And that's why, and the Jets just fucking suck.
We'll get into them.
They just fucking suck.
We'll get into it.
You know, and it
The
Trust
Jets
me.
really
Trust
suck.
me. All I gotta say is ow my leg.
Ow my head, ow
Ow
my
my
leg, ow
leg.
my everything.
Just
so
ow.
when is Sam Dar? So, and the funny thing is, when is Sam Darnold going to be like, I tested positive for COVID? Why not? You've gotten everything else in the fucking world.
Hey, if that's the
Waiting
case,
for it.
if that's the case, we're all doing backflips because because the tanking will begin officially. Cause hey, no, what's funny is we actually have a competent quarterback as our backup, and fucking Joe Cool, fucking Flacco.
That's hilarious when you say Flacco is a competent quarterback,
He
man.
is. Couldn't do shit in Denver, but who the fuck knows? Just quick news. With the win today, Dodgers officially clinched the playoff berth.
Anyone else shocked?
Not one fucking bit.
I got a song that says, instead of 3 cheers for the red, white, blue, 3 cheers for who really gives a shit. I don't care because it's not my team.
So
Who cares because the season's a joke? Let's all quit and wait till next year.
well, yeah, because they're taking out a camaraderie in the locker room now for MLB. That's funny because Major League has officially banned this year the beer bath.
They mean
Why
champagne bath?
No,
Yeah.
the beer bath because they've been using because since they're getting promoted by Budweiser, they've been using Bud Light and Budweiser.
Really? Instead of
Yeah.
the champagne?
I mean, you'll see a bottle or two, but mostly it's been because it's cheaper. Budweiser,
Need Budwater?
Budwater, yeah.
Shittiest beer on the planet, man.
But yeah, they said because of COVID, they are not allowing beer baths. And somewhere Stone Cold Steve Austin's pissed off.
Oh, speaking of, let me ask you this. Ronnie, you've tried that beer, right?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
It tastes like a heavier Sam Adams.
I mean, all right, let me ask you a question. I like a Coors Light. I like a lighter beer. Will I hate this then?
Have it with dinner. For that, you almost want to be sipping it. It's not a beer where it is a heavy beer. It's a hoppy beer. It's like an IPA.
Because I saw a 6-pack and it's like $16 for a 6-pack, and I don't want to spend $16 on a 6-pack if I take one sip and go, okay, this tastes like Coke.
Yeah, I wouldn't spend that money.
That's why I keep wanting to just get a can to try, but nobody sells just a can.
Some places sell 4-packs.
Well, that's what I meant. It's a 4-pack for $15, $16. I'm not spending that on a beer
Oh no.
that I don't like.
No.
Hey.
No.
Now, the only reason I know that is because I was in Joe Canals, and Metallica had a beer.
Yeah,
That they put out?
I've had the Metallica beer.
I said I only wanted to try the can, and the guy goes, "Yeah, I'll sell you one can." Because they would break it up and sell it individually. But they don't have. They never. I've been in there 1,000 times, and they never have the Broken Skull IPA, and I'm not spending $16 on a fucking 4-pack of beer. That's going to be horseshit. No way. I've had the Iron Maiden beer, which is fantastic. I love the Iron Maiden.
It's a heavy beer. That's the best way I can
It's
describe
not like
it.
it.
It's
Are
like
we talking like a heavy, like a Guinness?
no, like heavy like a Sam Adams.
I don't like Sam Adams, so I guess I'd hate it then.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's that IPA. It's very hoppy.
Or whatever. I just was curious when you brought up Stone Cold.
Yeah.
It just dawned on me. That's why I asked about it.
So what is it? They announced spring training for next year already.
So, which are we going to be playing in hazmat suits next year or what?
So nothing's changed. Opening day will be April 1st.
Until they cancel the season,
Well,
or
from what
the
it looks
bargaining
like,
agreement, or
no, from what it looks like, they will be playing as of right now with nobody in the stands, 162 games. And it's just, and spring training starts like normal. Now, again, like you said, if something happens where they have to shut it down, that's a whole different issue. But the plan right now is that they are going to start opening day on April 1st.
Give me if I don't get my hopes up.
No, I'm not saying get your hopes up, but I'm saying they just announced that literally 6 hours ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
Since when did Hangman Page start wrestling in pants now?
Since he broke up with Kenny Omega.
I was gonna say, what did he become? Stan Hansen now?
Hey,
no, you're doing cowboy shit.
yeah, the cowboy.
Whatever.
Yep.
And he's going against good old Frankie K.
I mean, the fact that Kazarian looks better than Christopher Daniels right now.
Man, Kazarian's really starting to let himself go a little bit, though.
The dude's almost 40.
You know what I find funny about Kazarian? He was in the WWE for a cup of coffee.
Yeah, so was Bobby Roode at the beginning, so was Daniels, and so was AJ.
Well, no. What it was that's when he used to have his long hair.
Yeah.
And then he said they wanted him to cut his hair. He said no, he quit. Went to TNA. First thing he did was cut his fucking hair. Do that, figure that one out.
Yeah, right.
He wouldn't.
Yeah, I'll show you WWE. Wait a minute, I just cut my hair. What the fuck?
You know, I'm sorry. You know, you complained about cutting your hair when you were in the biggest company in the world at the time. And then you go to another company and you cut your fucking hair. Duh.
Yeah, right.
I just thought that I just couldn't believe that.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
That was just fucking stupid on his part.
Yeah. No, so I was gonna say baseball, I think that's really it for baseball.
Here we go.
What?
No, I'm just saying.
No, quick other news that I found,
Well, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
college basketball announced that they're coming back, with the 24th of October.
Ah,
Or not, sorry, that's Big Ten basketball. What the holy fuck? Really, computer? You're gonna fuck with me? Alright, 6 days ago, that was a funny fucking thing. Yeah, so apparently, the NCAA is not going to extend the tournament for a year, where they were literally going to do the entire season as the tournament. 136 teams in the NCAA tournament.
Oh God.
Yeah. November 25th, the basketball season will begin, and it looks like it's going to be semi-bubbled? Teams will be holding full practices October 14th. Maximum number of games teams can play this season is reduced from 31 to 27, which contains the requirement of school to qualify for the national championship tournament is 13. No scrimmages or exhibition games. Non-conference schedule are still being determined in wake of report. Starting date, minimum of 4 non-conference matchups according to the NCAA. So they're knocking the games down to 27, and the minimum number of game you need to get into the NCAA tournament is 13. Okay.
I'm back, so.
Yeah, they just announced that the NCAA tournament, not tournament, NCAA basketball is starting up November 25th.
Yeah, that really has no impact on my life, but whatever.
It's the reason with this. It started with this. COVID was what canceled NCAA basketball first.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't wasn't what's his name? Austin Theory. Wasn't he like fired by the company or no?
No,
I
actually,
thought I thought he was one of the getting accused, and
he was.
then why is he still with the company? That's what I want to. I just flipped on the thing and I saw this. He's back on NXT again,
Yeah, good fucking question.
and he's basically jobbing. He's basically making a job out of Kushida. Oh, another waste. But
Yeah.
anyway,
All right. Chris, did you watch any of the NBA last night?
I just saw the Clippers lose. That was about it.
Okay. I have to talk about this. I have to freaking. So I watched the Heat game. The Heat Celtics.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That game was fucking amazing. So, game went into overtime. The Heat are up by 2. Freaking Tatum drives the hole to go in for a freaking tomahawk dunk to tie the game. Freaking what is it? Bam! I forget his actual last name, but
Adebayo.
Adebayo fucking goes up, blocks it, doesn't touch the guy, but takes the ball, his wristband straight back, and he grabs it and throws it out of the fucking rim, out of the fucking hoop. Like it was in, and he fucking ripped it out of the fucking hoop.
Damn.
Yeah, like it was it was a clean block. One-handed, just go get that shit out of here and give me that.
I'll be right back again. I gotta go ask something. I gotta go upstairs. I'll be
All
back.
right. Yeah, he went up and literally was like, and Tatum was going in hard.
Damn.
Yeah, but yeah, then the Clippers decided to choke.
Oh yeah, of course.
Just how do you? You were up 3-1, and you had the better team. You just put it into cruise control and thought, oh yeah, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, they only have Kawhi and Paul. They only have Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. I mean, people are forgetting that Denver actually has a squad.
Yeah, well, Denver though, I'm saying that with how Doc Rivers coaches, they were a better team. They were a
the
better.
Clippers
But
the Clippers have Kawhi and they have Paul George, and that's really about it. Like, I mean, they have. Come on. They have fucking Lou Williams.
Yeah, well, Lou.
And they have Montrezl Harrell, but Harrell's decent, but he's not like, amazing.
No, there's no such thing as a big 3 anymore, though. Like, that's the other thing too. It's now it's a big 2 and extra.
Ah.
That's really it. I mean, it is that. I want to know Christian's opinions on it, but he hasn't jumped in yet.
Well, let's get him.
Well, you message him.
All right.
All right, hold on. I got it. He's on. I'm calling him.
Yo!
Yo!
Dickhead, get on.
No, but John, we were talking about the game last night. Tatum fucking charging in and going in for a tomahawk dunk with 11 seconds left. and Bam fucking rips the ball out of the fucking hoop. Like, god damn, and it was clean. When Celtic fans are just looking at that and going, holy shit.
Okay.
Damn.
Like, Peter Rosenberg's diehard Celtic fan, and he's on radio going, yeah, that was amazing.
Damn.
Yeah. Ugh.
Do. Sorry.
Great.
Ice Cream Man.
Great. MJ Fuckboy wins again to some jobber. All right. While we're waiting for him, let's go over last week for football. For college football.
All right, because that's what I was gonna. Hold on.
John, did you see any of the highlights or watch any games this weekend?
No, I wasn't here.
Okay, no, I'm just I was
No, I wasn't here.
okay. No, I was just asking. Not a big deal. Just asking.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I was nowhere near here.
Good games. Really good games. Upsets. Georgia Tech obviously beating Florida State was a massive upset. Florida State having about 20% capacity. Crowd was making some noise, but Georgia Tech's defense was. Whew.
All right, he's coming on now.
Okay.
Yeah.
The what the fuck moment for me for football was Georgia fucking Southern. Chris, did you watch this game at all?
No.
Georgia Southern won by a point.
Okay.
Because Campbell, the Fighting fucking Camels, went for 2 and missed it.
Well, those are the breaks, man.
No,
You go
I'm
for
not
two.
saying that, but I'm just saying the fact that the team's name is Campbell Fighting Camels.
I mean, hey, nothing wrong with that.
No, but it's like it's better than the Citadel.
Yeah, well, the Citadel had a horrible ass fucking game. Oh my god. I'll tell you that. Now you know why you get your ass kicked all the time.
Yeah. UTEP beat Texas State. Or not UTEP. UTSA
Ah.
beat Texas State 51-48.
Hmm.
Army curb stomped UL Monroe. Shocking. Arkansas State with the upset over K-State.
Damn.
Well, I shouldn't say that was the upset. The biggest upset of the night was the Raging Cajuns going in and beating Iowa State.
That wasn't of the night. That was of the day.
Of the day. What? Well, all right, of the entire college games. Do you think what do you think is bigger, that or Georgia Tech?
Well, all right. Let me turn this fucking thing off. Yeah, because I'm never getting up there anyway. Fuck that shit. All right, sorry. Yes, I was playing a video game. Leave me alone. It's called an addiction, but I can't do it while I don't have my music. So fuck that. Anyway,
The first thing about an addiction is admitting that you have one.
yeah. Well, it's fucking Tony Hawk,
I
so
know.
whatever. Fuck you.
good-
You know how fucking
The
addictive
good,
that shit
the
is.
good kind of drug.
Oh, it is, especially when you get your Spotify on and you just go to town.
All right, yeah. So, all right.
All right. Anyway, all right. So, Iowa State was ranked number 23 and people didn't give the Raging Cajuns a chance, and the Cajuns came in to good old Cyclone Town and whooped and beat them. They didn't just beat them; they whooped them.
Yeah, they whooped that ass.
That was embarrassing. If you're Kansas State in Manhattan and you got beat by Arkansas State and you're in the Big 12, that was embarrassing. But I'm sorry, the biggest flop was the choke at Doak, because Georgia Tech should have at least been up by 17, and they fucked up like field goals. The Noles are terrible yet again. Way to go, Mike Norvell. You're just as good as Willie Taggart. Way to fucking go, Mike Norvell. That one was embarrassing, though. I think that was more embarrassing than Iowa State. Because everybody's like, oh, the Noles are back. The Noles are back. No, they're not.
No.
Nope. And the funny thing is, in Tallahassee, they had like masks were optional, so you saw all these assholes like, boo! I was like, I'm loving watching them lose.
And then, okay. Does this mean they're not that good, or the other team was just good? Houston Baptist barely, almost beat Texas Tech.
Texas Tech, again, the Big 12 is not that good this year. You're looking at the Big 12, you're looking at West Virginia, who really didn't even have like a fucking game, really.
No.
I mean, the third team played the majority of the game.
Yeah.
Then you got Oklahoma. Really, come on.
It's Oklahoma.
And Texas is back when they're beating cupcakes.
Yep.
So we don't know if Texas really is back.
I mean, we called it on this show, the Jayhawks.
Oh, yeah.
Like I
Poor
said,
Wes.
Coastal Carolina,
Poor Wes.
baby. Saw that one
Poor
coming
Les
a mile
Miles.
away.
Poor Les Miles. Coastal Carolina again comes in to
Again.
Lawrence, Kansas, and whoops that ass.
And shouldn't have. But guess what? 3 fucking turnovers to none.
Well, that's what happens when you turn over the ball. When you turn over the ball, like, you have to, negate those.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do.
What's up, Christian?
What's happening? What's going on?
Oh, good. Talking about some good old football.
Yeah.
But actually, before we get into it, I
agree.
actually wanted to talk to you about something. Before we get into your thing for football, did you watch?
God.
Did you watch basketball last night?
Oh, I did.
That block.
Yeah. you know, that biracial boy thought he had one. Nope. There was no way.
Dude, he ripped it out of the fucking tin.
Right. Yep. I saw that, and then I just saw the Clippers in epic collapse.
That's what you said. My toenail clippers. Better than the Los Angeles Clippers.
Like, nah, it makes no sense. Like, I'm going to give you a perfect example. 2015, they had Houston down 3-1. And honestly, I thought that was the Clippers' best year to get to the Western Conference Finals and to get to the finals. Like, that year, I think I had called it Clippers-Cleveland NBA Finals. Chris Paul, LeBron. And with that roster, you would think the Clippers would get places, but nah, they can't get past the second round.
Oh, like, that was the Clippers with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, right?
Chris Paul,
yeah,
Blake, Jamal
City.
Crawford, Matt Barnes. Like, come on, man.
Damn, Jamal Crawford when he was younger.
Yeah. Yeah,
God
the
damn.
Clippers just got complacent because to me they look forward to playing the Lakers after they went up 3-1.
It looked like, I watched a little bit. It looked like basically all it was like Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Lou Williams didn't look half as good as he usually does. And then it's like everybody else. It's basically it's like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and then everybody else.
Yeah, basically.
Like,
Yeah, but
and everybody forgets that Denver is a squad.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Jokic. I mean, you got Millsap. Millsap was an all-star a couple of years ago until he got hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the guard, Jamal. Oh my God,
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray, yeah.
You know, you know who this Denver team reminds me of? Seriously, they remind me a little bit of those Mavs that beat Miami that year.
okay.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's talk a little football. I'm here.
Yeah, I was gonna say we had a fun couple conversations that were going on today, wasn't that, Christian?
Oh yeah. Well, fuck Candace Owens. All right.
Fuck Candace Owens. Yeah, fuck her.
You know what she's mad about? She's mad she didn't have a spot at the RNC being the token.
Did you think she would? You know they don't like us.
No, but she's like the black Republican woman. She's the black woman. Like they had the black man, like, I'm a black man. And and I support Trump. It's like, really, moron? But he's also was a congressman, so whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them followed Kane, so it is what it is. But Candace Owens is just somebody said she was the Republican Kamala Harris. No. Candace Owens is the white Tommy Lauren, all right?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh
Because
Jesus!
I remember.
No, not the white one. Sorry, the black Tommy Lauren.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah. Tommy Lauren does a just good enough job being white herself. So yeah.
Yeah, because I remember when Biden announced who his running mate was, Kamala Harris. Somebody on my Facebook was like, "I hope the Democrats are proud because they just decided to nominate the Democratic version of Candace Owens." I'm like, you fucking Nimrod.
Well, is that the same guy that's talking bullshit to Ronnie?
No, this is somebody else.
AOC, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
his name.
nah,
That's a troll man.
Yeah, his name is like a special strand of marijuana. Yeah.
Good old troll.
Right. Nah, this guy, his name is Paul Thomas, and he's never fucking happy. Like, oh, they're so overrated. I'm like, dude, you can go on the beach, and you can get all the titties thrown in your face, and you still wouldn't be happy. So, like, he's one of those.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We all know one of those type of people.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Kamala Harris is nowhere near the Democratic
That's
Candace
what I'm
Owens.
saying.
Why? Because one, she's not stupidly crazy. Two, she's got fucking experience out the ass, education out the ass. Where Candace Owens just needs to belong on the black version of The View.
Exactly.
That's a thing.
I know it'll be a thing.
Okay, and before anyone that jumps in asks what this has to do with sports, I was gonna dial it back real
LeBron
quick.
James for some
Went
bullshit.
after LeBron James and said that cops are hunting black people, and I'm like, I don't ever remember hearing him ever say that.
Well, it's sort of true. I mean, cops nowadays, they're just going after people. I mean, what was it? There was the one in Buffalo where they literally pulled the guy out of his house naked, put him covered his head in a bag and killed him.
Yep.
And then they're like, oh yeah, he did this. And I'm like, and it's funny how right-wingers like do mental gymnastics trying to find priors to make it okay and justify it. It's like, dude, murder is murder, okay?
Well, it's never justified. Period.
No, that's like when people. All right, that's like when people were trying to do shit to justify Rittenhouse. And I gotta say, this is like, oh well, you see this prior there. I'm like, you know what? Kyle Rittenhouse is not Batman. He did not know that shit. You know, I'm sorry. He didn't go to the nerd bat computer before he went to fucking Kenosha and goes, I'm gonna search out Andy Huber. Oh, there he is. Bang. No. He just wanted to go kill some people, and he did it. And if anybody with a fucking brain knows anything, it's number one, well, first, if they were hired, like you said, Ronnie, like they were hired by a business owner, one, they need to produce a private security license. If they don't have it,
no. Here's the thing.
It's illegal.
Actually, no. Because I have in certain states you don't need one. I know this because I've had one.
But you can't pay them.
You could under the table.
No, you can't.
Yes,
As soon as you do, it's personal security.
Yeah, but you don't need I'm saying in Wisconsin, I got to double check what it is in Wisconsin.
I looked.
No, what I'm saying is though you don't need a SORA license technically.
No, you do. You need a private security license. Number one, they don't have it, and number two, I'm pretty damn sure they don't have the credentials for it. And I know Rittenhouse didn't.
Well,
So if he's the one that got paid to protect the business, number one, it's a 17-year-old. You're a fucking idiot.
Well, there's the big problem right there.
Yeah, number two, then he killed somebody, so now you are implied. Because now if you did pay him to protect your thing, now if you say, oh, I paid him to remove graffiti, and then he's stuck around, that's the only thing you have. Like if you're the militia and you're the business owner, you deny.
Right.
Because if it links him to this, it links him to that, guess what? They're going down as well.
Well, there's a whole lot of red tape, but all right.
It's not really red tape.
No, for the owners.
Shut.
For the owners. It's red tape for the owners, if that's true.
Well, if they did pay them, it's stupid because number one, you're not supposed to pay somebody under the table for security, and especially now that somebody died, you're really not.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it's red tape.
So then you have paperwork, and as soon as you get paperwork, then the militia is implied because they have to have a private security license, which I know they don't have, and he doesn't, especially because he doesn't have a high school degree, let alone an associate's degree or a criminal law degree, which is needed to have a private security license. So it's all stupid. And Candace Owens can go fucking jump off a cliff.
All right. And on that note, let's actually get to college football.
Yeah, let's go back to football.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go back to sports.
And with that being said, all right, we already took Christian. What was your thoughts on last week's games?
I watched a lot of Duke and Notre Dame, and the biggest takeaway I took from it was one, Notre Dame, they have a very physical offensive line. They have a veteran group. So that I think is going to work wonders for Ian Book in this offense. They have playmakers. I think it's just going to take time for them to mesh. But in all my years of watching Notre Dame, I've never seen one of their defenses so quickly and how they get to the football so quickly. They had guys swarming to the ball. Safeties were getting out of position, playing like linebackers. The front seven was putting pressure on Chase Bryce. That's one takeaway. And then my other takeaway was Clemson. Clemson is just so far and beyond so many other teams in the country. I mean, that was a scrimmage for them. And
what made Wake Forest think they could play with them?
That was them. That was them pulling off the gas, and that's the only reason why that was remotely even a game.
Yeah, it wasn't a game at all.
No, but I'm saying the garbage time spread. Like if bettors it was a game for bettors.
Right. So, that I'd say are my two biggest takeaways. And then you look at, Iowa State losing that game to Louisiana, and I saw Spencer Rattler's stat line, which doesn't surprise me. I can't wait to watch that kid play.
Oklahoma over Missouri State.
Look, it's one thing when you see highlight reels and what they can do without a million other people around them, but I just can't wait to see how this kid opens things up on the field.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Notre Dame, yeah, the defense was awesome. The line was good. Kyler, our running back, Kyler finally got going. Ian Book, I think, is going to take him a game, maybe another game to get going, because
I think so too.
first half was good.
Well, they got
But he put it together in the second half.
Yeah.
Honestly, this team goes as far as Ian Book takes them. Like, if they want to be great, he has to be great.
Well, one of the things also that Notre Dame did, which I was wondering why they didn't do it before, was one of the things that got them going was they started putting in Jafar Adams.
Right.
Yeah, number 8. And as soon as they got him going, it got everybody going. And I was like, why wasn't Adams in there earlier? He was a huge component last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that defense looked good. So hopefully that they continue to look good. I mean, Clark Lee is a hell of a freaking defensive coordinator.
Yeah, he is. I'm gonna have fun watching this Notre Dame team. I actually have them as a playoff team. So, hopefully they make me look good. I can't wait to see them play Clemson in a month or two, because I think that game is gonna tell us just how good they really are. I wouldn't be surprised if they were undefeated going into that game.
Oh yeah.
And if that's a night game.
Oh yeah, it's a night game. It's actually in Notre Dame Stadium for a change.
Oh, is it really?
It sure is.
Oh, that's,
yeah.
It sure is.
Well, that means there won't be, which means especially with COVID times, it will actually be hostile territory for Clemson.
Yeah.
Because Notre Dame's only doing the band, student section, and immediate family.
Yeah, I saw.
Yep.
And that's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, it definitely is. So that's what caught my eye, Ronnie. I know we'll probably get into what's coming up this week, and I'll give, what's catching my eye this week coming up for sure.
Yes.
Well, how about those Knowles?
Well, I think the biggest news out of everything right now, and John, I'm not sure if you even saw this. The Big Ten's back.
Well,
yeah, I had a feeling it was going to come back, because if you think about it, college, it's really not college sports in general without the Big Ten. I mean, you have Michigan, you have Michigan State, you have Iowa, you have Ohio State, you have Wisconsin, just to name a few of those teams. And I mean, Ohio State is either loved or they're hated. And who doesn't want to see a team that you hate go down?
Let's face it. When you
slight interjection here, which means the Pac-12 probably will be back in October too. Like
they want to
they're probably going to meet soon anyway.
They want to come back, they said, but they want to come back more with. They're having more issues with not even COVID. It's
the wildfires.
It's the wildfires. It's not even COVID that they want to come back from. It's the fact that the air quality is so poor that they can't come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Climate change. Climate change.
All right.
Hey, that's not an all right. That's an actual issue.
I know, but I'm just saying. I know where you're going with that. All right.
Yeah. Smokey the Bear should. Yeah, Smokey the Bear.
But anyway, to piggyback off of Christian, when you think college football, you think the game, Ohio State, Michigan.
You do.
You think the scarlet letter game, a whiteout, a blackout.
Right, because I'll tell you, look, I started previewing college football. I want to say I started analyzing it I'll start from the beginning. When I created my business concept, I just started strictly analyzing the NFL. And then people were like, all right, your knowledge with the NFL is good. I want to see what you can do with college. So 2012, I decided to analyze college football. And my first national championship that I broke down, sorry, Chris, got to go here. First national championship I broke down was Alabama and Notre Dame. And I'm like, all right, I like this. Then 2016 was actually the first time that I got a chance to preview Michigan and Ohio State. You talk about such an iconic rivalry, and you think of all the legendary names who have played in this rivalry. I can name so many: Brady, Charles Woodson, Eddie George, Zeke, Michael Thomas. Just so many.
Chase Young.
Chase Young, right. And
Desmond Howard.
That first time I previewed them, that was the controversial game in 2016. Then I previewed it again in 2017. 2018 kind of had the hype that it did in 2016. Like, Michigan wins that game. Michigan is a playoff team. They go to Indy. They finally get that monkey off their back. And I'm thinking, all right, this may be the most well-rounded Michigan team that I had seen in quite some time. I think that was their revenge tour that year, if I'm not mistaken, in 2018.
Yeah,
and I actually had Michigan winning that game. But look at what happened. Ohio State put 60 on them with Dwayne Haskins. Last year, I preview it. Another fun game in the beginning, and then Ohio State just imposed their will. Now, we'll get it again, and I that's the game I really look forward to. I'll tell you this. Michigan and Ohio State, to me, is college football's version of Duke and North Carolina. Doesn't matter where they're ranked. It doesn't matter who's playing on either sideline. It's a must-see game every time these two link up and play.
Yeah, but the thing is, and the one thing about Big Ten football that it sucks this year with COVID and stuff like that when you hear, Penn State's playing, it's Penn State, Ohio State, both undefeated, whiteout. It's like, fuck. It's like Chris can vouch for that. You hear whiteout, or you hear, it's a blackout game. It's like, fuck.
Since we're on the subject of the Big Ten, you know what else has been a game that I really look forward to in the Big Ten? And it started in 2016. Ohio State and Penn State, that whiteout game, 2016, then ranked second, Ohio State goes in there, and Penn State upsets them, and then that put Penn State on the run. They get to the Big Ten title game. They win it. Ohio State still gets to the playoffs, and then they're absolutely ramsacked by the Clemson Tigers, who actually go on to win the national championship that year. 2017, I just remember Saquon Barkley having the half of his career, have the half of his life, and then JT Dobbins just comes in, puts the team on their back, and they win by one. Year after that, it's another close game. And then last year's game at the shoe between Penn State and Ohio State, Penn State, I think, really played Ohio State the toughest outside of Clemson. I mean, they held Ohio State to 28 points, kept Justin Fields in the pocket, hit him, forced him to run the ball, forced him to get rid of the ball a lot quicker. So, Penn State plays this team tough, and I don't think people really, really realize it. I really think that Penn State and Ohio State may be the two best teams in the Big Ten East. It just always seems to come down to them every year. You don't know what you're going to get from Michigan, because Michigan will drop games or, quote unquote, play down to their level of competition.
Yeah, and then they'll whoop the crap out of someone, and then they'll be like shit the next day.
Shit, Chris, I was at the Rutgers game when me and you were texting. Ohio State went into Iowa. Iowa put 50 on them.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Iowa that year was good.
Yeah, but I'm saying is, though, is like, we're thinking, Iowa's not going to do much. It might be a close game. All of a sudden, blowout. Like, what is what the hell happened?
Well, Ohio State, the past couple iterations of Ohio State are not that good on the road. They're
No.
not. They need to be in the shoe. And the one thing about college football this year is the home field advantage is more pronounced than ever because basically all you're going to have there
You can't have
are
anyone
home
travel.
people. Yeah, like the band, students, and maybe like family. That's it. I mean, anybody else, I don't think you're really going to have. So it's more of a thing this year. I mean, you're not going to have the whiteout or anything like that, but you still have those fans to, basically, scream at the other opponent and all that shit. And you have the band there too. So, I mean, there is something. I mean, it's not going to be 100,000 screaming people,
No.
but there still is something. And the thing is, there's nobody friendly.
No.
Which
Yeah,
means
that's
like
true. That's true. But I'm just happy they were able to come to an agreement because there's no way that
Well,
the game of college
can-
football could
you-
have been played without the Big Ten. Like it's just not the same.
What's funny is it has a lot to do with I want to say was it Rutgers that made the new testing or was it Indiana?
it was a combination.
Yeah,
There was shit from Purdue, Rutgers, Indiana.
you want some of the
Well, I said Indiana already.
yeah,
Purdue,
Purdue,
Indiana, Rutgers,
they're
Michigan.
That's the one thing about Rutgers that you can never fucking underestimate. Their fucking medical staff is on fucking point.
Well, so is Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan's one of the best. One of the best ones. And same with Penn State. I mean,
Michigan
shit.
State.
I mean, shit. Their hospital is fucking in Hershey. Their teaching is the hospital in fucking Hershey.
See, that's the one thing. If the Big Ten believes they can do it, there's the reason why.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an actual reason why, because they've been all about trying to find, listening to the science, and if there's a way that the science believes they could do it, they're going to do it.
Well, the other thing
But
is
it's provisional though, but
right.
at the same time, I mean, how you said, if 6 schools get it, I think the Big Ten, if 4 schools all of a sudden, got it, they would either postpone it or pull the plug.
I was gonna say because they're only doing, I believe, a 8-game schedule, they would postpone it.
But you can't really because, I mean, you postpone it, then you're looking at not getting to the New Year's games because right now the way they're doing it is the Big Ten championship ends, right? The Big Ten championship goes on December 19th. The next day is a selection show.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're kind of pitting yourself back. Hey, Chris, the one thing I noticed though is this year, you notice when Halloween is? You know what day Halloween's on, right?
Hold on.
Because we have a tradition on this show. It's on a Saturday. What always happens on Halloween?
Fucking ridiculous, ridiculous shit games.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. That was where Penn State lost the game they shouldn't have lost.
Like, we were on this show last year, Christian. I don't think you were on yet. And we're talking about we picked this game and this game. All of a sudden, we're like, shit, it's Halloween week. All of a sudden, everything got fucked up.
Oh yeah.
But,
yeah, Halloween week is like upset.
Yeah, it's upset city. But, guys, let's get into our picks with a pick 6.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Hey, Christian, what was the flop of the week for you?
Oh, okay.
Wow, the flop of the week. God,
There's so many people. There's Iowa State. There's the Big 12 as a whole. There's Florida State.
I think I'm gonna say Florida State because this just seems to be the trend with them the last couple years. They build up big leads. You think they're gonna hold those leads, then their defense just gives up because the offense puts them in position to win the game. It's almost like they're just a one-sided football team. They're good offensively. They're consistent enough where they can move the ball down the field, but push comes to shove, defensively, they give up a lot of big plays. There's no discipline. There's no lane discipline. There's no gap integrity. And, they give up leads. That was a game they should have won. It's just like, new coach, same Seminoles.
Well, I wouldn't say it was a game they should have won because, I mean, thanks to Lightning, I was actually able to watch the whole game.
Right.
Because I was supposed to go on during the Notre Dame game, and then the Lightning killed it for about, an hour?
Yeah.
Like, thank you very much. So, Georgia Tech left about 17 points on the field. They missed a number of field goals. I mean, they left it. Not 17. Sorry, they left like maybe 15 points. Like a couple field goals, a couple touchdowns. That call back. Georgia Tech should have beat Florida State by at least like 10.
Right.
But Florida State was in the game, and then, the way the defense was playing, they should have did it. But that offense is just. I don't know what Florida State does. Their offense is just brutal. They don't give Justin Blackman any time on the offensive line at all. There's a reason why Cam Akers said, fuck this, I'm going to the NFL.
Right.
Yeah. And now look at Cam Akers running behind the Rams.
Yeah, definitely. So definitely Florida State as a flop. All right, Ronnie, let's do it.
I would have the Big 12 also.
It's time, boys, for, I guess, a quote-unquote new segment, but it's a pick six, because they're going to go to the house and ow my head.
Oh, God. The pick six of college, right?
Pick six of college, which we're going to do our normal picks. Give me 6 games that you would lock in and you would put up money on. We're going to run it through a 6-leg parlay, minimum money, and put some money in to try to see if we can raise some money. So
put some money, try to raise some money.
Yeah, well, hey, I can literally do a $6.30 bet. If the 6 games hit, it's $80 fucking.
All right, well, Houston and Memphis is postponed.
Yes,
so
postponed, and we have no line on the Coastal Carolina Fighting Camels.
We do.
It's not.
Well,
not
I know.
Not on
I know Houston. Houston is actually playing Baylor.
Coastal Carolina is favored by 26.
Not touching that one, but if I had to pick straight up, Coastal Carolina.
Oh yeah, they're home.
Yeah, the Fighting fucking Camels. What the fuck? The fact that he almost beat Georgia Southern the other day was just
The funny thing about this, without the Big Ten and the Pac-12,
it's a lot
is you're starting to really note it. You're starting to get more exposure to the Fun Belt.
Yeah.
Dude, the Sun Belt schools are good.
Yeah. John, who are you taking, Coastal or Camels?
I don't know enough about them. I wouldn't feel confident making
dude, you neither do we. I know Coastal Carolina for the sole fact that I watched them play against Monmouth about 8 years ago.
All right, Coastal Carolina whooped Kansas, John, and Campbell lost to Georgia Southern
by a point on a 2-point conversion.
Well, Ronnie, whoever you pick, I'll go with your thing because, like I said, I don't know enough about it.
We're not betting on this game, so you could just pick whoever if you want.
I don't know. Just pick somebody. I don't care.
Coastal most likely is gonna win.
Give me the chance of clears.
Yeah, which I can't believe we're actually fucking saying this on this show. This is our fucking Hawaii of the year. What the fuck?
Yeah, because there's no Hawaii.
There's no Hawaii.
I know. It was like, no. The thing is, I was like, wait a minute. I'm going to bed at like 1 o'clock. I mean,
doesn't it feel?
I'm like, I felt weird. I'm like, wait a minute. There's another game on. I know there's another game, but I'm like, wait, no, Hawaii's not playing this year.
It feels so fucking weird on a Saturday with no Pac-12 after dark.
It feels weird on a Saturday with no Hawaii, like, waking up with Hawaii. Or basically you can't go to bed. It's insomnia with Hawaii.
Aloha, motherfuckers.
I can't go to bed. Aloha. Wait a minute. It's daylight there?
What happened to all the daylight? God
You
damn it.
watched the Hawaii game. No, Christian hasn't watched the Hawaii game.
No, because he'd rather
No.
see people fuck pigs than.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is because they're too damn late.
Yeah. All right. So.
Christian's
all right.
like, fuck that. I need my sleep.
So I got the William Hill Sportsbook up right now. We'll go with this one. Syracuse takes on Pitt. Pitt is
Oh,
a
okay.
21.
I got to jump around because I had the ESPN.
Oh, I got. Just I'm gonna read off what they have here. So if there's anything that I'm missing, you could fill in. So Q's got Pittsburgh 21.5 points. Pittsburgh is favored.
I like Pitt to win the game, but not cover.
I'm not touching this one, but yeah, Pitt to win.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Pittsburgh to win. I don't trust Syracuse.
Yeah.
John?
I guess Pittsburgh. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, Pitt is a good team. They beat a team in, who'd they play last week? It was some shitty D2 school. Or not D2 school, FBS team.
Oh. So the postponed games, BYU and Army are postponed.
Yes.
Damn, I guess BYU has an outbreak.
Did they announce anything? I don't know if they announced anything, but that would be Navy would not be playing this week if they had an outbreak, and they're playing.
No, I mean BYU had an outbreak.
Yeah,
I
but
guess.
but they played Navy, so they were home against Navy, weren't they?
Yeah. No, they weren't home. They were on the road.
They were on the road, so they might have got it while traveling.
Yeah. So Army 2-0, and they can't go 3-0 or get whooped by BYU. Not yet. Central Arkansas State postponed, and Virginia Tech postponed.
Yeah, that one there was an outbreak in Virginia.
Yeah, it's another.
And they just pushed it back 3 weeks.
Yeah, Tim Kaine was all like, I don't know how the hell we're actually going to play football because it's terrible in Virginia right now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. All right. So next on the list, we got Boston College taking on Duke. Duke is a 6-point favorite.
Boston College, the debut of Phil Jurkovec, ex Notre Dame.
Yep.
That's a. I don't know what else Boston College has though, but I know Chase Bryce isn't that bad, and Duke sort of has a defense. I mean, Duke made it hell for Ian Book in that first half. Like they were pressuring the shit out of him, and I think they could do the same thing to Phil Jurkovec. So I'm going to take Duke.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Duke too. I somewhat like what I saw from them. They made life miserable for Ian Book. They bottled up the run. They put the game in his hands, and I think they can build off that. That's what Cutcliffe wants to do, and I think he does it again on Saturday.
The fact that this is a 6-point game and not 7.5. Give me them Duke boys.
I got 5.5 over here on ESPN.
William Hill hasn't adjusted their numbers yet.
Oh, all right.
Maybe
I got 5.
Well, ESPN's running off of Caesars. William Hill is running off of their own.
Okay.
Yeah, different books. Because I guarantee you get a different number from DraftKings too. John, who you taking?
I'm guessing Duke. I guess.
Them good old Duke boys.
Duke.
All right, Houston takes on the Baylor Bears. Baylor is a 4.5-point favorite.
All right, the Big 12 can't be all bad, so I'm going to take Baylor.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Baylor too. I think this one's gonna be a shootout. Charlie Brewer is back. Baylor's gonna miss Denzel Mims, but other guys are gonna have to step up. Watch out for Tyron Thornton Jr. He's gonna have to be that number one wide receiver. He's played alongside Mims now, and he's gonna have to be the guy. Houston's defense struggles, especially late in games, and I could see some points being put up in this one. So definitely put me down for the Baylor Bears.
I don't know who Houston has a quarterback now. Isn't that De'Aaron King went to Miami?
It's somebody.
Exactly, it's somebody.
It's somebody. I don't remember who it was, but I know Dana Holgerson is there, the former West Virginia head coach, and he didn't even know how to really use De'Aaron King last year.
No, he didn't.
No, and I remember seeing a few of their games. So, yeah, I definitely like Baylor in this one. Baylor should get the win.
Oliver is 2 years out of college, right?
Yeah, Ed Oliver's a Bill.
No, I'm saying, but he got drafted 2 years ago, right? He's on
No,
the
he
second
got
year?
drafted this year.
This year. So there's my point. I thought he got drafted 2 years ago, not this year.
I mean, didn't you watch the Jets game? He was
No. I
all
know.
over your Jets.
No, I know he was in the pros. I didn't know if he got drafted this year or last year.
Oh, he got drafted this year.
Okay. Well, there's my handicap on this one. No Ed Oliver. Who the hell do they have at pass rusher?
Right.
Baylor's pretty much bringing back the exact same team they really had on offense, minus Mims. But even then, they had guys that were replacing him. Fine. Baylor wins 4.5. This is a lock for me.
But the issue with Baylor is they had a great coach in Matt Rule, and now he's gone.
Yeah, and you know what? You know who Baylor hired, right?
Who?
They hired Dave Aranda, the former defensive coordinator from LSU, for years. I've been wanting people to try and hire this guy because I really thought he was the next best head coach, and I can't wait to see what he does with this program. I think he's going to have that Baylor defense playing really well in a division and in a conference where the ball flies all over the field. So defense is his calling. You saw what he did in Baton Rouge. For years, they always had some pretty good defenses. So I think he can take that and transition his wisdom upon the Baylor defense.
I mean, that's scary if you have a Big 12 team that scores at will like a Big 12 squad, but then plays SEC-style defense.
Yeah,
that is scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think people tend to forget Baylor made the Big 12 championship last year. They had Oklahoma on the ropes twice last year. Once in a regular season game without.
I remember that one. I thought Baylor was going to win that game.
I did too, and then I thought Baylor was close to upsetting them in the Big 12 title game, but it didn't happen. So Matt Rule took his job. He's in Carolina with the Panthers, and this is my lock as well, Ronnie.
Yeah, this is going in the round robin. John, who you taking?
Whoever you guys are taking.
Yeah, Baylor. This is part of the pick six. Ow, my head. Yeah, that we need a drop of that. We need literally one of us saying, "Ow, my head."
Ow, my head.
Just because of Darnold. Pick six. Ow, my head. I see ghosts. Tulsa takes on OK State. OK State is a 23-point favorite.
Well, we're going to see if Chuba Hubbard and company want to play for Gundy. I'm going to take Oklahoma State and Stillwater.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Chuba Hubbard play.
Yeah.
A running back that's so underrated, kind of like a power back with a little bit of finesse to his game, and everybody's saying he's a Heisman candidate, which I could definitely see. Oklahoma State is just like all these other teams in the Big 12. They want to score, they want to push the ball down the field, they want to space things out, and I think they win this game convincingly.
What's going to be interesting with Oklahoma State is if they do allow the band and fans in there, like if they're going to completely mandate masks because Because the thing is, Oklahoma State, Stillwater has a great home field advantage, especially even with diminished crowds, 20%, because the fans are almost right on top of the players.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling they're gonna make them wear masks. Nobody go, I'm gonna take my mask off. No, you're not here, boy.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Yeah. Well,
John.
that's what's interesting. We're going to see if Oklahoma State wants to play for Gundy. Because if they don't, that's another problem.
Yeah, I'm taking OK State to win, but I ain't touching the spread. John, who you taking?
Yeah.
I'll take the okay, I guess.
The OK State?
I guess.
Yeah.
Navy, after the embarrassing ass whooping they took, goes on the road to Tulane. Tulane is a 7-point favorite.
You know what? I'm taking Tulane because Navy said they were not ready for the season. They rarely practiced. And I'm sorry, you can't get ready for a season on 1 week practice after an ass whooping. Give me Tulane.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Tulane as well.
I guess Tulane again for me, I
Yeah,
guess.
I'm in agreement. Do we want to lock this?
No.
Okay.
Because whenever I've learned this, whenever you lock anything against Navy, Navy makes you look stupid.
Okay. This one's a quick one. Just really tell me if we're going to lock this one. Liberty takes on Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky's 14-point favorite.
No. I do not trust Liberty. I do not trust Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
Hell no, I'm staying the fuck away from this game. I'll take Western Kentucky to win,
Yeah.
but
same.
I'm not betting it.
No, neither am I. Same. Western Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm with Western Kentucky as
Yeah,
well.
I guess so.
Yeah, the Hilltoppers. Yeah. All right. Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns take on Georgia State. 17 points is Raging Cajuns.
The Cajuns whooped Iowa State. That being said, I'm scared there's a letdown. I mean, I'll take the Raging Cajuns, but I won't take that spread. I'm staying away.
I'm not locking that either, but yeah, I'll take the Raging Cajuns.
Yeah,
Cajuns.
after that big win the other day, yeah, I'm definitely rolling with the Raging Cajuns as well.
All right, Chris, we're at your game.
Oh, okay. So USF looked great against the Citadel. The problem is that was home.
And now they're
And the other problem is, welcome to Notre Dame Stadium with 20% people, and they just shown how to do it right with the band, the students, and family. And also Ian Book gets another week of practice. Notre Dame has a defense, and USF really doesn't have much anymore.
Now the spread on this is 25.5.
You know how I feel about Notre Dame and the spread. I always take Notre Dame money line. I will never take the spread.
All right, over/under is 48.5.
Man, dude, no. I'm taking Notre Dame money line. Don't give me any fucking over/under spread shit. You don't do it. Because when you do it against Notre Dame, you end up losing. You could have Notre Dame by 14. You're thinking, oh, Notre Dame by 14, no problem. Notre Dame will fuck up and win by 10.
Right.
You'd have the over/under be 50. Notre Dame will win 35-0. And you'd be like, you motherfuckers.
I just need to see a little bit more consistency from Notre Dame because they looked a little shaky coming out the gate on Saturday. Like I could see them really getting off to a fast start in this one. Starting fast, ending it with a dominant punch.
Yeah, I can agree with that. John.
I guess Notre Dame, I guess.
Yeah, give me the Irish. I'm not touching the spread. But,
I mean, if you want to put the Notre Dame money line, go money line.
See, my only thing is the money line is 2,400. It's a rough money line, but if we have nothing
It's
else,
a
I'll take it.
6-leg parlay.
I'm saying it's a rough money line, but I'll take it.
Yeah. And apparently this game's on USA because I guess hockey.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say USA. All right. Speaking of, it's the champions in their own mind. UCF takes on Georgia Tech.
They are far removed from the Scott Frost.
They
years.
are ranked 17th in the nation. Boys, it's time for another upset.
They're about to fall. Give me the Ramblin' Wreck at home. Again, because there's no fans and UCF plays like shit on the road. Give me the Ramblin' Wreck.
You want to know what the spread is?
I see the spread.
7.5. That is just gimme. That is
Dude,
just,
I'm taking the Ramblin' Wreck. Yeah, give me a Ramblin' Wreck and the spread.
I guess I'll go wreck too. I
yeah,
guess.
GT.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the upset as well, just due to the simple fact what Chris said. UCF they struggle on the road, and I see those struggles continuing.
And if Georgia Tech does lose, they are not going to lose by more than a touchdown.
Right.
Not to mention, Georgia Tech has a damn good quarterback in Sims.
Yeah. Oh no, that's definite. But I'm loving that spread too. 7.5. That is just. Oh yeah, give me Tech all day.
Tech, I have a feeling Tech is going to be the surprise of the ACC this year.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to win it.
No.
I think they'll be like
It's
bowl
gonna be
eligible, and I think
sharp.
they'll be a surprise.
Yeah, it's gonna be Clemson or Notre Dame.
See, I'm worried about that Tech Notre Dame game. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. All right. Charlotte goes and takes on North Carolina 29.
Can Mac Brown have an easier schedule? God damn.
Tar Heels win. I don't think they.
Dude, are they like trying to put like Notre Dame? Not Notre Dame. Sorry. Are they trying to put North Carolina in the top 10 just to make Mac Brown feel better?
Dude, this is what Ohio State would have gotten, but they gave it to North Carolina instead.
Yeah, they're padding their schedule, same as Ohio State pads their schedule, and then they play the Big Ten. It's fucking disgusting. But hey, at least Notre Dame is in a conference now where we don't got to play Murderers Row, kicking us in the balls every fucking week. Thank God.
Do you have North Carolina this year?
We're in the ACC, of course we do.
No, but do you play? Do they play them? That's what I wonder.
All right, hold on.
I got it. Yeah, you do. Second to last game of the year.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that game. I'm a little worried about of course I'm worried about the Clemson game. The Notre Dame game, we're at North Carolina. Ugh.
You're at BC, you're at UNC, you're at Pitt, you're at Georgia Tech. Woofa.
Yes, we're playing the ACC. I told you.
Woofa.
Well, it's not. Well, the thing is, at least, we're not playing the fucking kicking the nuts games we always played when we were an independent.
Yeah.
Hey, let's take on the SEC. Let's take on Michigan. Let's take on Ohio State. Why not? Let's take on USC, who's good one week, then they're great. Then they suck the next week. Then they're great the next week. Then we're ass the next week. It's like whenever we played USC, I wanted to get them after they were great one week.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because I knew they were going to be ass the next week.
So we're all in agreement, though, North Carolina.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, easily.
All right, next, Appalachia State takes on the Thunder and Herd of Marshall. 4.5 Appalachia State is favored by.
Staying away.
Yeah, I don't like that number. Give me App State. Oh, no, actually. Give me Marshall.
I'm going to take the Herd at home.
Give me Herd. Yeah, I was going to say, give me the Herd at home, but I'm not betting on this.
Give me the Herd at home.
That 4.5 is a scary fucking number.
Yeah, I'm taking Marshall as well.
Marshall.
We are. Florida Atlantic takes on Georgia Southern. Give me fucking Florida Atlantic.
Yep, I'm with you. Florida Atlantic.
The fact that
What, Kiffin?
you almost lost to a team named the Fighting Fucking Camels. And it wasn't going to go into overtime if it wasn't for them to go for 2.
Yeah, I'll take. Whoa. They have Georgia Southern. You know what? I'm going to trust Vegas here. I'm going to go with Georgia Southern.
Yeah, Southern, what do they have it at?
Georgia, I guess.
1.5.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking Florida Atlantic.
I thought about it, but Kiffin doesn't have anybody.
Neither does Georgia Southern.
Georgia Southern, I mean, the thing is, you got to remember.
This is not
week
the team
one,
that beat Tennessee.
Well, the thing is, again, week 1, a lot of things. This is why I always hate when people go all crazy about how they played week 1. Week 1 is almost like your scrimmage because you've been hitting the other guys. And the thing is, it's been a smaller camp than usual. So some teams aren't ready yet. So I said through like week 1 through 3, you're gonna. I mean, some teams will be good, some teams will be but you're not really gonna find out anything about these teams really until like the 4th game.
Right, but I also look at who you played. If it is week 1, I also look at who you played. Georgia Southern played a team that is a who?
You don't know about. We don't know about.
Is a who? Exactly. So you're playing a team again. Granted, Florida Atlantic is a who?
But the thing is, Georgia Southern was a who a couple of years ago.
Well, yeah, and then they played last year, and they still have the guys from last year, but they barely got away with a win.
I mean, this is a team that beat Tennessee. This is a team that ended App State's hope of being that the party crasher in the the New Year's Six.
Yeah.
I mean, because App State was looking like they were going to cruise to it. I mean, they had them on Halloween week, and they were ranked. And the thing is, they were ranked like what was it, 17? And if they were favored by 17 points, and Georgia Southern beat them by like 10. I don't know what Lane Kiffin has.
Right.
So I'm going to take Georgia Southern.
Yeah, I'm not putting this part of the parlay, but I agree.
Oh, I definitely.
No. All right. Troy takes on Middle Tennessee. 3.5. Troy is favored by.
Give me Troy.
I'm taking Troy as well.
Yeah, give me Troy. John, you said Troy
All right,
too,
this
right?
This is all scary because we've been agreeing on these a little too much.
Middle
Hopefully
Tennessee.
the NFL picks are different.
Oh, trust me, the NFL picks will definitely be different. Smoo takes on the Mean Machine, the Mean Green of Northern Texas.
Really?
Smoo-
SMU on the road.
On the road is 14-point favorite. Give me the Mean fucking Green.
I'm going to take North Texas to cover, not to win.
I think they're going to win after how they played week 1. I think they're going to fucking win.
Who'd
I'm
they
taking
play?
North Texas as well.
They fucking played. Oh shit! Who did they play? That was the game that we all were like, oh, they were gonna do great. They were gonna do it, and fucked up.
They beat Houston Baptist.
Barely.
57-31.
That game was a lot closer than that score lets up.
SMU took on a game Texas State team. First game.
That's it. It was Texas State.
Yeah, that was a good game because Texas State had a defense, and Shane Bichelle couldn't get going yet. I have a feeling they're going to work it out. SMU's supposed to be something. I'm going to take SMU on the road, but not with the points.
Okay. Christian?
All right, what's the matchup again?
Smoo versus North Texas.
I'll take North Texas.
North Texas.
Okay.
Damn, I'm going SMU. I'm the lone one.
Yep, which is a good thing. All right, the Canes take on Louisville. Louisville is a 2.5-point favorite. I'm loving that number.
That was quick.
Oh, because here's the thing. I'm in agreement.
You know, I'm looking forward to this one because this is going to be my first time seeing both these quarterbacks. You have D'Eriq King for Miami.
Miami did not impress me against UAB.
No, they didn't. And I think it's going to be key for Miami in this one to open up the playbook and let D'Eriq do what he can do. But when you look at Miami and you watch their defense, what's the one thing they thrive on? The turnover. They didn't force a turnover against UAB. It's going to be crucial for them to force a turnover against Louisville. And then you look at Louisville, Mikal Cunningham, dynamic playmaker, but he wants to throw first, then run. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a poor man's Deshaun Watson. I just think across the board, from an offensive standpoint, Louisville has much better weapons than Miami does, and that's why I think Louisville wins this game. I think it's going to be high scoring, like a 35-31 game, but give me Louisville. I just think those weapons are going to come through in the clutch when you need them to, which is late in the third quarter and mid fourth quarter. They'll put this away.
The fact that this spread is at 2.5 means a field goal covers. I love it. I love Louisville in this.
Oh my God, this is a Saturday night game, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so Saturday night in prime time. Get ready for turn of a chain, turn of a chain, turn of a chain. Going with the Canes.
All right.
They got a better team defense, and
Where's
Miami always shows up to play on Saturday night, whether they be on the road or at home. Like, if it's a Saturday during the day and the afternoon, they usually suck at home.
we need a fucking green button. I would have fucking bet you.
But
I'll say
Miami,
this: if De'Aaron King goes off and they open the playbook and they let De'Aaron be De'Aaron, then Miami has a really good chance. But I just have a feeling that that Louisville, those wide receivers are going to step out. Louisville has a pretty strong defense as well, but I think this is going to be a shootout. That's why I'm definitely going to take Louisville.
Louisville.
see what has me is Miami, like their defensive scheme. Remember, their D coordinator's damn good.
Yeah.
He's the
Right.
head coach, but yeah, he's damn good. And Miami always likes to hide their coverage. And when you have a young quarterback like Mikael Cunningham who likes to throw first, then run, he's not really. Something tells me he's not really thinking about going through all the progressions because one, he's not going to have that time because Miami does have a line, and they do get a pass rush going.
Yeah, I get all that and everything, but you look at Miami's offense, and outside of De'Aaron King, what other weapons do they have? And that's what I think is going to end up being the difference maker.
The
in this
thing is,
game.
Miami thrives especially on a short field, and I think their defense is going to be able to give them a short field a couple times.
Yeah, I can see that happening, but I think Louisville's gonna surprise some people in this one. I'm actually previewing this game on Saturday on the website.
And the other thing, like I said, Saturday night, Miami loves playing the spoiler villains. They love it. They relish it.
All right. Louisiana Tech versus Southern Miss. Southern Miss is a 5.5 point favorite.
Southern Miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, Southern Miss.
Yeah, Southern Miss
It's
across the
kinda-
board.
Yeah, across the board. Yeah. Texas State takes on Louisiana Monroe. Texas State is a 5.5 point favorite.
Who's
Texas.
home?
It's in Monroe.
ULM.
Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement with you on there.
Yep. Put me down for the same.
Yeah, you know what? We'll lock that one in. John, who you got?
I said Texas.
Oh, you're taking Texas State. I didn't hear you. That's why I was asking. Sorry about
Oh.
that. All right, final game on this list. Wake Forest goes in.
That's the final game? What the fuck?
for here? Yeah, for betting? Yeah, for the line? Yeah.
Seriously?
Yes, Wake Forest goes in and takes on North Carolina. State.
NC State.
State
In
is a,
Raleigh. Give
State-
me the pack.
Yeah, State is a 2.5 point favorite. Throw up the two sweets, boys.
Yeah, give me the pack.
And I'm locking
Pack.
that.
Yeah, I'm
Seriously?
taking yeah.
Yeah, for betting, that's
I'm
it.
definitely taking North.
William Hill doesn't have the Citadel at Death Valley?
They won't have it yet. They'll have that literally the day of.
I would take that and the points. Holy shit.
Well, I threw Pittsburgh in there on the money line.
Well, Clemson's a 45.5 point favorite.
Yeah, that won't get put up until till Friday night.
What the fuck, William Hill?
Trust me, I'm looking to change books anyway.
Yeah.
So I threw Pittsburgh in there on the money line against Cuse.
All right. What'd you say, Christian, about the last game?
I said I'm taking North Carolina State.
Oh, yeah.
So you ready for this? For a $6.30 bet, it is $30.40.
All right, what is it? Who are you taking?
We are doing Baylor Bears with 4.5. The Irish money line.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech plus 7.5. Pittsburgh money line. Louisiana Monroe plus 5.5. And NC State minus 2.5.
Yeah, that works.
Yep. And it's locked.
Now it's time to react to week 1. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Ow, my head. Okay.
God, where do we fucking start?
And my quad and my thigh. What the fuck is going on?
Where do we start?
Oh,
Oh.
Le'Veon Bell's out for a month.
Ooh.
Hey, you wanted to know where to start. Let's just get it over with. The fucking Jets season is over. They are tanking for Trevor. Okay.
I said that. I said the second after they lost.
Yes, you did. I'm quoting you on that one, John. Okay. For the NFL, for everybody, whatever you watched, besides the Jets, John, what is your most disappointing moment for week 1? Or what was your most surprising?
I didn't really, like I said, I really didn't watch anything this weekend. I wasn't around for a lot. I managed to catch, like I said, the first half of the nightmare that was the Jets game. And then I turned it off. And as I said on Monday, I watched reruns of the Golden Girls because that was more interesting.
Was it the Golden Girls or Law and Order?
No, the Jets, it was the Golden Girls.
Oh, okay. The Mets were Law and Order?
Yeah, that day, yeah.
The Mets.
Bum.
Dun, 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 ding.
All right. Well, there's some good news, sort of, on
What?
the Eagle front.
I was going to say, what, half your team's back?
Lane Johnson, Derek Barnett, and Miles Sanders practiced full today.
Woohoo!
They're gonna play, and goddamn, we need them. Fletcher Cox and Deshaun Jackson were off today. They rested. Deshaun Jackson basically came on Twitter and said, "I'm not hurt, y'all. You just should have said you were injured because you sucked balls Sunday." And now all of a sudden Deshaun says he wants more of a role in the offense. I'm like, yeah, I got a role in the offense. Don't fucking disappear and go to the sideline, dick.
Just the way you said
Brandon
that.
Graham.
Just the way you said that, dick.
All right. So Brandon Graham's been knocked silly. Brandon Graham's been knocked silly. He's in concussion protocol. He was seen watching practice. So somebody's like, he's watching practice, so that means he's got to play. I'm like, no, he's going to be out a week at least.
That means he's watching practice.
Yeah. Alshon Jeffrey has some fucking foot injury. This dude has every injury known to man. He is the Black Sam Darnold.
Oh, Jesus.
Christian knows what I'm talking about. Ever since Alshon Jeffrey came to Chicago, he had an injury.
Yep.
It's a back thing, a leg thing, an arm thing, a foot thing, a
heart attack.
What is this, Major League 2?
That's why. Why do you think I just said or a heart attack?
Well,
Who used heart attack?
Me.
Well, everybody and their mom knows Alshon Jeffrey was the one who said shit about Carson Wentz last year.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, we don't take to him. Oh, and then he's like, no, I love Carson Wentz because he throws me the ball. Fuck you. I hope you get traded.
Take a shit like Odell Beckham Jr.
And Javon Hargrave and Jason Peters are now on the injured list. Hargrave, I knew, but he has a hamstring and a pec. God damn. And Peters, of course, has an old man knee. Boston Scott is nowhere on this thing. And he was limping off the field. I'm like, where's Boston Scott? but I'm happy Lane Johnson's there. But now is Jason Peters gonna take the game off? And we got Herzig again, and have Jordan Mailata or some shit. God damn. All I know is we're gonna need every lineman we can against the Rams.
All right, you guys ready to know what caught my eye? Because it was actually 3 things that caught my eye. But we're talking about the most disappointing thing that we saw.
Yes.
The most disappointing thing I think I saw, stating the obvious would be the Cleveland Browns for sure. But no, I think the most disappointing thing I saw was the Indianapolis Colts because look, when I interviewed George Bremer last month in August, he told me one thing. All the Colts need from Phillip Rivers is to not lose the football game. They don't need him to play hero ball. Hand the ball off and good things will happen. And what did he do in the second half? He played hero ball and it got him in trouble.
Run the
Well,
damn
isn't
ball,
Marlon
Bert.
back out already?
Yeah, he's done for the year. He tore his Achilles.
Chris, and on that note, run the damn ball, Bert.
Well, we're on the James. Well, hey, you got Taylor. You got John Taylor.
Dude, you must be happy as fuck. The fact that you predicted the fucking this Minshew game, and yeah.
Well, dude, Minshew has something. I saw it in Washington State.
But dude, you really...
Minshew has nothing.
Dude, you
Minshew
really think
had nothing in Washington State, and he did good.
Do you think he's really gonna go 19 of 20 with 3 fucking touchdowns every game?
No, he's not.
And the other thing is, Phillip Rivers, as good as a quarterback he is, you got to remember, Phillip Rivers always tends to do that late game interception that kills you. That's what killed the Chargers forever.
That I just mentioned, because he was in control of the game in the first couple of quarters. But come on, man, like he's making bad throws. He's not even coming close to connecting with his wide receivers.
Just when it seemed like the Bucs escaped a close one with Mike Evans'
interception, man.
He fucking shot puts the ball.
Interception, man.
But yeah, that's definitely what disappointed me.
Shocking for me, how lucky the fucking Bears got.
Yeah, you can definitely say that. Because I'm kind of concerned about them because their defense didn't look as strong. Matthew Stafford was moving the ball up and down the field on them, and normally in the last couple of years, you don't see that on a Bears defense.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
John.
Right.
All right, since you saw the first half of the Jets game, what was your most disappointing?
I can't pick just one thing out. I literally can't.
Here we go.
It's a leg thing. It's a head thing. It's
the fucking Jets. I mean, come on. I mean, it's like we lost our best player. Half our other team opted out. We got a whole lot of nothing out there. We got a shitty coach. What more can I say? The Jets are the Mets of football. That's I can't say anything. I can't say it any clearer.
And Chris wants to know why I said fire Gase at the beginning of the fucking year.
Oh, I know now.
Yeah.
Yeah, fire fucking Gase. I got that.
Most disappointing though, honestly, has to be the Bengals.
Welcome to the NFL, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow leads them up and down the field, thinking, okay, we can go. First off, should have won the game, but pass interference, okay, fine. Thinking 32-yard chip shot, okay, going to overtime, fucking pulls a hamstring.
Pulled a freaking hammy. And the thing is, you look at Joe Burrow, like, all of a sudden he's like, I'm not in LSU anymore. God damn it.
And I had a chance to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's not in LSU anymore.
No.
And the thing is, Burrow looked all the way up and down. He's like, oh my God, I got this. Like, he's like, I mean, he's going down. I'm Joe motherfucking Burrow, man. This is a totally different team. I am Joe motherfucking Burrow. I do not lose. Look at that. Boom. Touchdown. You see that? Flag. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't
All right,
lose.
fine.
My kicker does.
No, I don't lose. You fine, whatever. I got him there. He got a chip shot. We're going to OT. I'm Joe motherfucking Burrow. Why not lose? All right, here comes the kick. Ah! Like, and Joe Burrow looks. He's holding a damn Gatorade. He drops the Gatorade. He's just like. I mean, they caught him just at the right time. They're like. And Harlan was like, and we're going to go overtime, so 60 minutes will be seated. He missed it.
Dude, I swear to God, I saw this and I'm just like, oh my God. All of a sudden I see the thing. I'm like, please tell me he just pulled a fucking Janikowski and just fucking tore his entire knee.
I mean, he goes to, well, first off, he goes out there looking like Nigel from The Replacements. Beer gut and all. I'm like, damn, you can
He's
tell
wiry.
he didn't work out during the
He's
offseason.
wiry. He's wiry.
Very.
Yeah, he wasn't wiry, I'll tell you that. He definitely was not wiry at all. You ever see that movie, Christian?
Sure have.
Yeah, so you know, like, man, he was not wiry at all.
Yep.
And then he goes to kick, and just like, oh! I'm just like,
You hear a Wilhelm scream in the background all of a sudden. Just, ah!
yeah, oh! That's all it was.
All right, so I'm gonna do.
I mean, I don't know who I felt worse for. Did I feel worse for him pulling Joe Burrow and the guy pulling his hamstring, or the poor guy who fought at Bellator and got kicked in the dick?
The guy that got kicked in the dick because he got carted off in a fucking stretcher.
All right, we're not bringing that shit up again. We discussed that on Monday. We're not bringing that shit up again.
All right, so let me recap week 1 real quick before we get into our head case of pick 6. So
Ooh, here we go.
Chiefs open up the season with a 34-20 win.
That was an ass whooping.
Dude, CLH. Dude, I don't know who can beat Kansas City. I really don't.
Kansas City.
Yeah, they got to beat themselves. Washington beat the Eagles.
Yeah, 17-0 first half, and then we fucking just.
Yeah. The Seahawks beat the Falcons. Oh,
That didn't surprise me one bit. I told you I didn't trust the Falcons.
oh
and
no, I took the
Russell
Seahawks.
Wilson.
I took
Russell Wilson just had his day. I mean, 31 of 35, 4 touchdown passes. Only thing I'm concerned about is their defense because they gave up over 500 yards of offense to the
How
Falcons.
this man has not gotten an MVP vote yet in his career is beyond me.
Yeah, I don't get
Fucking
it.
Mr. Unlimited. That, like I said, this is why I have them in taking the NFC. I have them being the 1 seed in the NFC. And after what they did with the Falcons, I can so see that. The Bills destroyed the fucking Jets. Don't let this score fool you. The fact that, okay, I'm going to read this. Josh Allen led the game in passing with 312 yards. He led overall in rushing. 14 carries, 57 yards. The Bills' defense is scary.
Very.
Yeah. The fact that this game was only a 10-point win shocks the fuck out of me. The Bears wiped their fucking brow and just get away with a win over the Lions.
Poor Matt Stafford.
It was in his fucking hands. Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, he has thrown in that game, he threw 3 touchdowns that were all dropped.
Yep. Yeah. The Lions should have blown out the Bears. Yes. I know I said bold prediction. I had the Bears making the fucking playoffs. But the way the Lions played, the Lions should have fucking won that game. The Bears snuck by. And now they might go 2-0 because they got the Giants this week. The Packers, Mr. Badman himself, put a hurting on the Vikings.
Yeah,
Told
that
you.
was one of
I
my
told
biggest,
you.
that was one of my biggest takeaways of week one. Aaron Rodgers is still that dude, and their offense looked consistent. They were pushing the ball down the field. Most importantly, he was spreading the ball.
Dude,
around.
32 out of 44, 364 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Matt LaFleur called a really good game. I mean, you know,
He was watching a really good game.
So here's the
Right.
thing. Why give him no fucking receivers?
Dude, like I said, man, Aaron Rodgers has a picture of Jordan Love and a picture of Matt LaFleur
It's
on his goddamn mirror. Like he has a
Fucking-
binder.
fucking Rocky.
Dude, he has a binder. And he wakes up every morning with hearts on fire, just crushing it. Like, I'm gonna show your ass. And then he goes in there and you're thinking like, oh, he had it. Oh, it was like, what was it? 5-7. You're like, oh, it's like a baseball game. Aaron Rodgers is like, give me that goddamn ball. Matt LaFleur is like, off tackle, right? Aaron Rodgers like, yeah, fuck you. Shotgun. You go here, you go there, you go there. I'm tossing it.
We're playing some hood ball. You go long.
Yeah. And then he throws first touchdown, looks at LaFleur. Then he throws another touchdown, looks at LaFleur, grabs his crotch like, fuck you. Yeah.
All
He's like,
right.
suck my dick.
Yep. The Patriots
Packers.
beat the Dolphins 21-11.
I think Fitzmagic has run out.
Week
Officially?
4, we will see Tua starting.
Oh, I think we might be seeing Tua starting before that. Also, Cam is back.
Yeah, Cam had the exuberance of a young kid. But here's my thing, this is Cam's 10th year in the league. He can't carry the ball 15 times a game. They're gonna have to open the playbook up where he can use his arm and take a couple of shots down the field. But until then, I would lean a little bit more on Sony Michel or the quick passing game, and I'll say a little bit more about the quick passing game when we go to do our picks.
Yep. The Raiders beat the Panthers 34-30.
Good segue, Ronnie, because that was another thing that really caught my eye. Josh Jacobs, almost caught myself. If Las Vegas can run the football,
Just say
and
the
if
Raiders. Just say the Raiders. It's a lot easier.
if the Raiders can consistently run the football and establish Josh Jacobs, I think they can be competitive. But the most important thing that I took away from the game was Derek Carr didn't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
We are now looking at the Las Vegas Jacobs. It's no longer the Raiders. Josh Jacobs is that team.
I'll say this. Rule can coach his fucking ass off. Because, again, it's like the next team we're about to talk about. He came in with a team that, quite frankly, no one thought they were going to do shit. And they had the lead for a good amount of time.
Here you got to wonder, is Carolina going to tank for Trevor?
No, I think Teddy's their guy.
I think
Teddy's their guy.
I think they're going to get Justin Fields.
I think Teddy's their guy. I really
Nah. But see, here's the thing: Teddy Bridgewater is Alex Smith 2.0. You need a guy that's gonna not only put people in the seats. You need a guy that's gonna take games over. And Teddy Bridgewater isn't that guy. I think he's a good installation plan for right now, but moving forward, nah.
Well, here's the thing. He works with McCaffrey. That's what helps here. He is a running quarterback with McCaffrey where you don't know where that ball's going to go. He could take it up the field or he can dump it off to McCaffrey. And
Teddy Bridgewater hasn't been a running quarterback since he fucked up his ankle in Minnesota.
he hasn't been a running quarterback since he fucking got fucked up that concussion he got.
Well, that when what Louisville?
No. Minnesota. In preseason.
But when he fucked up his knee in Minnesota and shit like that, and he was out for the year, that was the end of his running quarterback days.
We already talked about this, but Chris, you can have your fun. Jaguars beat the Colts.
Minshew, baby, Gardner Minshew had him mustache strides.
Well, speaking of mustache rides, the Baltimore Ravens, thank you for that segue, took a shit on the Browns.
Yeah, and that's my third takeaway. Lamar Jackson just looked really controlled. He looked really poised, and most importantly, he let the game come to him. 20 of 25, throwing from the pocket, making defense respect his throwing abilities, and I like what I saw from the Ravens.
So the big thing out of this,
What I want to know is, who the hell ever said Lamar Jackson couldn't throw a football?
A lot of people.
yeah, because everyone could, you know why? Because everyone saw his running. They all thought he was one-dimensional.
Well,
And
the thing is,
that's-
everyone saw Louisville, but the thing is, when Louisville, he had no receiver.
He had no choice.
No. In Louisville, like I remember watching Lamar Jackson in Louisville. He threw the shit right into the numbers, and the guy just dropped it.
Dude, me and you have talked about this on the show. When he was in Louisville, he had no choice but to run. Because he was the team.
either that or throw a big pass where a guy drops it.
Yeah, but so there's rumors right now that Cleveland shopping OBJ.
Shitty.
Not surprised.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, it was, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the funny
I
thing
hear the
is,
Jets
like,
could use some players.
but thing is, like,
Dude, I don't need shithead over there. I don't need
why do they wanna
shithead.
shop? Why do they want to shop Beckham? Because, like, I mean, the problem isn't Beckham. I mean, Mayfield is
No,
throwing
but I think,
bad picks.
But I also think they're thinking they have too much. Because it's the whole me. I think there's too many big heads. on this
Odell
team.
hasn't said me.
No, not yet. Well, no, he hasn't. This year he hasn't. But here's the other.
Odell is begging Baker Mayfield to complete a pass.
Well, here's the question now. And it's the same with Darnold. And the only one that doesn't really have it is Allen. Are you giving up on Baker?
I think you give him another year or two.
I'm saying, no, here, let me rephrase that. If he stays the way he's going, do you take his fifth-year option?
Well, if I'm Baker Mayfield, I start looking at other teams and I try to get my ass the hell out of Cleveland. There's
Yeah.
a reason why a bunch of good quarterbacks go to Cleveland and then they want to leave.
The only good quarterback that has been in the last good quarterback that has been in Cleveland that was willing to go to Cleveland was Tim fucking Couch.
Brady, whoa. Brady Quinn was a good one willing to go to Cleveland. Deshaun
definitely-
Kaiser was
yeah.
willing to go
But
to
did Quinn-
Cleveland.
well, wait, did
What about
Quinn-
Bernie Kosar?
That was when Cleveland actually was still good.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Brady Quinn was a good quarterback that went to Cleveland, killed him. Deshaun Kaiser was a good
Yeah, but
quarterback.
I'm saying Couch.
killed him.
But I'm saying is Quinn didn't take him to any playoffs. Couch was the last one that really did. God, that was 25. That was almost 25 years ago. The Cardiac Kids.
That was Bill Belichick. No, that wasn't Belichick.
No, that wasn't
sorry.
Belichick. That was
Butch Davis.
That was Butch Davis. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't Bill Belichick yet. No, that was after Bill Belichick left.
That was Belichick. Belichick was gone. He was a Jet.
Jet?
He was with the Jets with Parcells.
Yeah, he was a Jet for like 5 days, and he became a Patriots coach.
No. I'm saying he was a Jet with Parcells. And then he went.
Not
to
at
the
that point. Not at that point. At that point, he was a Patriots coach.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah. The Chargers won by a gunshot.
God, the Chargers won because a guy blew his hammy because he wasn't ready to play football.
And it's not like he wasn't doing anything. Yeah. But if you bet on that game, you pushed. You were happy either way. The Saints beat the Bucks.
Why did anybody think the Saints weren't good?
Well, here's my thing. I really like what I saw from the Saints. Tampa Bay, they have chemistry issues. There's no report. And you got to give the Saints defense a lot of credit.
Yeah. The Saints. The Saints, I don't think it had anything to do with that. I think it was more the fact that everyone thought Brady was going to come in and beat Tom Brady.
But Brady's clashing with Bruce Arians already.
See, my thing was, and I liked the Saints no matter what. The one thing I did not like was the number that it was laying until I watched the game. And then it was like, oh boy, that number was completely wrong. The other way.
Well, the Saints have a defense.
Now they're without, Keyshawn Johnson's nephew.
Michael Thomas.
Yep.
Apparently, Jameis Winston's turnover store also, serves Tom Brady.
Like I said.
Well, but you know what?
Hey, Dale.
I don't think the Saints are going to miss a beat without Michael Thomas. This is where the Emmanuel Sanders signing really comes in handy. They have him, Traquan Smith. He'll get his looks, but I really think their difference maker is going to be Alvin Kamara because they're going to run him, and then they can create mismatches with him in the open.
They also have Taysom Hill.
My worry.
And him.
Well, that's the thing. They got to use Taysom Hill more. My worry about Breeze is when Breeze was done with this game, he looked dead. Like, he looked spent.
What?
He looked tired.
He didn't look tired.
Go back and watch that game.
I watched it. He didn't look tired. He had a haircut. Damn.
I'm just saying, he looked tired. Like, not in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, that's where you're going to
He's old. He got a haircut. Of course he looks tired, but he's not tired.
But that's why I'm saying you're going to need him to use guys like Hill, Kamara. He's going to have to use other weapons than just he's not going to be able to carry this team like he did, like he's used to. He's going to have to rely on other
Brees
people.
hasn't carried this team since 2012. He hasn't.
All right. Surprise of the week. The Cardinals
I wasn't surprised.
beating the Niners.
I definitely was. I think you see how much of an important factor Deebo Samuel is to that 49ers offense. Because outside of George Kittle and outside of Raheem Mostert, they couldn't really do much to push the ball down the field. And you got to give Arizona a lot of credit. I think that connection of Kyler Murray to DeAndre Hopkins, I think that's going to be magic this year.
I agree.
Oh, man, dude. And every time Hopkins touches the ball, it's just more egg on Bill O'Brien's face.
Yeah.
It's like,
we'll get into
well,
it
also
more.
Arizona has a defense. People forgot
They have
that.
the foundation. I'll tell you this, Chris. They have the foundation to be an elite defense because they have pass rushers. They have Chandler Jones, who I think is one of the 6 or 7 best defensive players we have in our game right now. They have a great linebacker in Jordan Hicks. They have a pretty solid safety in Budda Baker, and they have still a decent corner in Patrick Peterson.
But my thing is I think everyone also, a lot of people were coming in thinking it's going to be the Niners, the reigning NFC champs, and they were going to take care of business. And Arizona came in and freaking put the boots to them.
Well, Kyler Murray has definitely improved.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he looks damn good, and now he's got that weapon in Hopkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this, and then your Sunday night game, the Rams beat the Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
Dude, how the Rams were a 3-point dog in this game is beyond me.
All right, can I just say those Rams uniforms are horrible?
What, you mean the LA Chargers?
No, they weren't the Chargers. They were Rams.
They look
But
like the
things you could barely see the yellow thing. It looked like somebody just pissed on the uniform.
Dude, they looked like the old school Chargers helmet. The helmet looked like the fucking Chargers helmet with the little.
I didn't.
It looked like the bolt had a fucking extra horn on it.
I don't think that. I think it looked like. I mean, the helmets were cool. The helmets looked cool. The numbering was cool. Whatever they did with the Ram thing with just the yellow man, it looked like somebody just pissed on their shoulder pads. Like, here you go. There you go. There's your Ram thing. No.
Yeah. And your Monday night games. The Steelers beat the Giants by 10.
God, how bad are the Giants?
I love what I saw. I love what I saw from the Steelers. You
Yeah.
remember what I told you guys last week? Ben Roethlisberger's playing last year down that stretch where they play Buffalo and they get upset by the Jets. They win those games and they're a playoff team.
How bad are the Giants, though? I mean, everybody was like, "Oh, they got a new line." Really?
I mean, I'll say this, Chris. They did show some fight in that first half, but then I just think it was the veteran experience of the Steelers that really just put them away.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
All right.
Continue.
And finally, the Titans, after the after the fucking kicker missed 3 field goals and an extra point, it puts one right through to end the game. But the big story of this one has to be the fact that the Broncos waited until they didn't get the ball back until there was 14 seconds left when they had fucking 3 timeouts. That was the big story.
That's just horrible clock management by Vic Fangio. You expect a rookie coach to make that type of mistake, not a guy in his second year. You think he'd have it by now, but he didn't, and that's what cost them a game. I got to give Denver a lot of credit, though. I think Denver can compete.
I think a lot of people thought that they stood no chance with what's his name out.
With Von Miller gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like Drew Lock. He and Jerry Jeudy, I think, are a tandem to watch for years to come.
Holy shit, the Mets actually won.
Oh, they came back?
They came back and won it 5-4 in the bottom of the ninth.
Holy shit. What the fuck? Holy shit, what the fuck, New York? The fucking Jets are fucking even more fucking diabolical than everything. So, Joe Flacco's hurt. He didn't even fucking play. And he's hurt.
He got bench stores.
How the fuck is that even possible? Mekhi Beckman's out right now. He limited practice. Avery Williamson is out. Blake Cashman's out. And Alex and Ogletree will be elevated from the practice squad. Fuck. That literally just got reported about 5 hours ago. Holy shit. Oh, that should make this game interesting. But, alright, so when Chris gets back, we will make our picks. We'll do our pick 6, because we'll take it to the house and, god damn it, my head. I heard that, Chris. We need a sound drop, Christian. We just need a sound drop. It's time for the pick 6. You can take it to the house. Ow, my head.
All right, I'm back. Where are we at?
All right, we're about to make our picks.
Woo! All right, cool. Let's go.
Another pick 6. All right, we open up Thursday. I ain't touching this one. Fucking Cincinnati takes on Cleveland. Cleveland is a 6-point favorite.
Is it in Cleveland?
Yes.
God damn.
Hmm.
How bad? Cleveland can't be bad 2 times in a row, can they?
That's what I'm afraid of. But it's a Thursday night game.
God damn. Thursday night in Cleveland.
No comment on that.
I see it. I
We'll,
see it.
we'll get to it when we get to it because trust me, when I tell you the spread, you're gonna laugh your ass off, John.
Well, tell Chris what you just heard. He wasn't here.
Oh yeah, Joe Flacco's hurt now.
What the fuck did he do?
Literally, I just went on like a 5-minute rant. So Mekhi Beckman's hurt. He's looking like he's gonna he's not serious, so didn't practice. Avery Williams is limited practice. Blake Cashman has a groin injury and he's on the IR. Alex and Ogletree will now be on the main roster. Joe Flacco hurt his knee, was under limited practice.
God damn.
Jamison Crowder was on limited practice with a hamstring injury.
Ah.
What do you think? I just sent that thing.
Oh yeah, the white flag, man.
But I mean, the fact that Joe Flacco has a neck injury and he did what?
Knee or neck?
Neck.
You
He
said
held
knee.
the clipboard.
Yeah, he held the clipboard wrong.
No, you know what it was? I know exactly what it was. He was so bored watching the team, his head was bobbing up and down, and somebody yelled, and he was startled awake, and he hurt his neck.
He was so bored from watching Sam Darnold throw picks.
He's like, damn, why am I not watching the Golden Girls are on right now?
He was like, he held like, no, he hurt his neck watching Darnold's picks. Just
Dude, well, he took him.
Ow!
He has one of those tablets. He goes,
Yeah.
all right. Go to my
And
sling.
I said it before, Chris, you didn't hear the Mets actually came back and won the damn game.
yeah, I saw it.
All right.
I saw. I went to get a drink, and all of a sudden, I saw it on the TV. I'm like, really? All right.
All right. So Cleveland takes on Cincy. This is tough because you trust.
Is it in Cincy or
It's
Cleveland?
in Cleveland.
I'm gonna take the Browns.
Browns.
This game can go either way. This was one I was looking forward to. You got 2 number 1 draft picks, Battle of Ohio. So these guys are young, and they're gonna be battling each other for probably the next 4 or 5 years. But I just don't trust Cleveland. Cleveland's gonna do something to shoot themselves in the foot. I like Cincinnati.
I'm in the same boat as you. Give me the Bengals. All right. Next, the LA Rams take on the Eagles. It is a pick'em.
Fuck.
Rams.
That was fast.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna let my heart do this one. I'm taking the Eagles.
I look at this game. I was impressed with how the Rams looked. Their defense was quick and fast and physical. Aaron Rodgers is still, not Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Donald. Got my Aarons confused. He's still a man amongst boys on that field. I look at the Eagles, and I didn't like what I saw from them. Started well in the first half. Then the offensive line just got complacent, and Carson Wentz didn't make any type of adjustments. This can go either way as well, but I'm going to go with the Rams here.
Well, Wentz couldn't make any adjustments in like 2 seconds when he was getting on his ass the whole time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm taking, after seeing how they did against Washington, I think it's going to be the same thing. The New York Giants take on the Chicago Bears. The Bears are a 5.5-point favorite.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bears in this one. I just think the Giants are that bad. I will say this, though. I think this game's going to be a lot closer than a lot of people are anticipating because I didn't like the way the Bears looked offensively on Sunday in Detroit. Now you bring Saquon Barkley, Evan Ingram, and Sterling Shepard into town. And the Bears are going to have their hands full with them, but I think the Bears do just enough to survive.
Yeah, Bears.
I'll take the Bears because Khalil Mack goes against that offensive line. That's all I need to say.
Oh, the Bears go 2-0. And cover.
Yeah,
and cover.
Despite Mitch Trubisky.
All right, you ready for this one? The Falcons take on the Cowgirls. Cowboys are a 4.5-point favorite
Falcons.
In Dallas.
in Dallas.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Christian, who you got?
I'm gonna take Dallas. I think they bounce back. Here's the issue I have with the Cowboys, though. When they get Zeke going, good things happen when he has the ball in his hands. Now, when you take the ball out of his hands and put it in Dak's hands, bad things seem to happen. So, ride your horse, ride the legs of your best player, Ezekiel Elliott. Look, I don't trust the Falcons. I think this is going to be interesting because now, you have two of the better wide receivers in this game featured in it. You have Julio Jones, of course, but people sleep on Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper is productive. I really think he's a top 10 receiver, but I think the Cowboys bounce back because I felt that was a game they should have won on Sunday against the Rams. I know they missed a couple of opportunities, but I think they bounce back.
I think, the Cowboys have a lot of their defense injured. And the Rams can put up points. Not the Rams, sorry. The Falcons can put up points. Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Todd Gurley. I mean, they can put up points. The issue is their defense. But the thing is, the Falcons tend to play defense on and off. And I think that enough of the injuries with the Cowboys will hurt them. Here, I'm going to take Atlanta.
Give me the ATL with the points.
Atlanta for me, too.
Yeah. 4.5 points. Even if they lose, I like this game to be at least a 3-point game. I think the fact that Atlanta did march up and down the field and came back to a point against Seattle. Seattle was just too strong. I think the Cowboys are not as strong as Seattle. I like Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say this. This is a lock instantly. The Niners take on the Jets.
Niners.
Jesus Christ. If there's any cure for any problem you had in San Francisco, it is the New York Jets coming to town. Or are they going to New York?
No, they're in New York.
So let me put it to you this way. The Jets...
all right, it's a plane ride to New York against the Jets.
It's a 1 o'clock game. If you need to take a nap, this would be your time to take a nap. Because you could turn it on, and you could turn it on to the first quarter, and they go, and an interception. Wake it up. They'll still be blowing it. So it's your insomnia game of the week. So,
well, here's the thing.
Raheem Mostert should have 200-plus yards in this game.
So you'll love this. The 49ers, I believe, for week 3, have the Giants.
So they're going to basically go 3-0.
Well, they're going to go 2-1.
2-1, I meant. I'm sorry.
If I'm, let me double check. Yeah, they're actually, so instead of flying out, they are staying in New York and to face the Giants.
Yeah, I
So
saw
they
that.
basically have 2 weeks off.
I mean,
They can play their practice squad and still win.
You're not wrong.
Well, the funny thing is, these are 2 games the Niners should be able to win where Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't even need to throw a pass.
Not one fucking bit, no.
Hand the ball to Raheem Mostert. Hand the ball to Tevin Coleman. All right, maybe throw a little pass to McKissick. That's about it.
Yeah, right.
You know what's bad? You know your team's bad when you could see the movie The Little Giants could probably beat up the big Jets.
No,
It's pretty bad when the Jets had no answer for Josh Allen. And the only positive thing the Jets defense did against Josh Allen was when they hit him and he fumbled accidentally.
Greeny said it the best. Clemson could have beat the Jets.
Clemson could beat a bunch of people in the NFL right now.
Yeah. All right. So next, Carolina takes on Tampa Bay. 9-point spread for Tampa.
Wait, who is
Carolina.
this? Carolina, Tampa?
Yeah.
Carolina.
Wow.
You know, it depends. Does Tom Brady come out like he did against the Saints, or does he have a little more cohesion?
Tampa Brady rarely loses twice. I'm gonna go with Tampa.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Tampa as well. I think he's gonna be, as he would say, on that sideline, laser focused. I think he's gonna have a big game, man. Look at what the Carolina Panthers defense did against the Las Vegas Raiders. If they could give up big plays like that to the Raiders, what makes you think Tom Brady won't have his fair share of big plays in this game on Sunday? Yeah, I definitely like Carolina. Not Carolina. I definitely like Tampa Bay to get into the win column for the first time this year.
Tampa wins. They don't cover.
I think it will be a close game, though. I will say that much.
Tampa wins.
What?
They don't cover. 9 is
All I
too
gotta
much.
say is this year, watch Matt Rule start rebuilding the defense.
I agree with that. Okay, that's fucking funny, dude.
Goddamn.
All right, so I already know this is a lock. Detroit takes on Green Bay. Green Bay is a 6-point favorite.
Do you even need to ask me?
Why do you think I said it's a lock?
He is a bad man.
Now, what game is this?
Green Bay versus Detroit.
This cab double check.
In Green Bay.
in
You-
Lambeau with a 6-point spread.
Yeah,
Just
you
don't
already
double
know.
check.
You already know who I'm gonna say.
He a bad man.
Man, he's gonna look at that picture of Jordan Love like, motherfucker. Give me that ball.
If he dies, he dies. All right, the
And then he's gonna look at LaFleur like, suck my dick. Suck my motherfucking dick.
The Buffalo
Yeah.
Bills go into Miami to take on the Dolphins. Miami is a 5.5-point dog. 5.5-point home dog.
Bills.
No one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills, but they won't have to circle the wagons because they're gonna lead from the onset.
Yeah, I like Buffalo in this one. Miami might make it interesting in the beginning, but in the end, I just think that Bills defense, they're going to get after Ryan Fitzpatrick. And I'll be bold here. I think we see Tua in this game on Sunday.
Now, here's my question. Lock it?
Yeah, that's actually my lock. Put
Lock
that
it.
down for me, Ronnie.
Okay, it's locked.
Oh. So Dale says the Arizona Coyotes are set to name St. Louis Blues executive Bill Armstrong as the new
Yes,
GM.
I did hear about that.
Oh.
All right.
See if that helps their team.
Denver goes to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a 7.5-point favorite.
Pittsburgh.
I said before that loss of Von Miller kills Denver, and it's going to show up again.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think Pittsburgh wins this one in convincing fashion. I see Ben and Juju really connecting on this one, and watch out for Chris's guy, Chase Claypool. He's a big physical receiver that can get up and down the field.
Yep. Watch out for Ben Snell.
I like
Because
I
Everybody's talking James Conner. What about Benny Snell?
Yeah.
He was killing it.
like
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. I don't like that number.
I mean,
I
you
don't
look
like.
right
I
now
don't.
the AFC.
I don't like the hook. I don't like the 7.5. If this was 7, I would say yes, but I like Pittsburgh. If I'm taking Pittsburgh, I'm taking money line.
AFC North. The AFC North has basically become a two-team race now.
Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, you're gonna love this one. Minnesota is a 3-point dog against the Colts.
What? Give me the
Vikings and lock it down.
Phillip Rivers throwing into that defense, he can have at least 1 or 2 picks.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Minnesota in this one. I've been so back and forth on this game, but I have a feeling. Look, Yannick Ngakoue, what division was he playing in before he got traded
The
to
South.
Minnesota? So he knows what the Indianapolis Colts like to do. He's gonna get after Phillip Rivers. I like Minnesota in this one.
How are they a dog? Because it's in Indy?
Yeah, it's in Indy.
But there's
And
no
people are
fans.
still-
But there's no crowd.
But the thing is, people are still thinking that Phillip Rivers, like, oh, Phillip Rivers is going to do this and da-da-da-da. But they forget there's no Marlon Mack. It's now John Taylor. That's it. Everybody, they forget that part. Then they forget that Minnesota has a hell of a fucking defense,
But
even
then-
though it got
yeah.
torched by Aaron Rodgers. But it's Aaron fucking Rodgers.
That's what I mean. I'm like, you do know the only reason, like, they were favored against Rodgers, and Rodgers then showed up, but it's like, they shouldn't be dogs. This should be a pick'em, if anything.
And Phillip Rivers, and compared to Aaron Rodgers, Phillip Rivers is Drew Bledsoe, as in he stands there like a fucking statue.
But here's the other thing, too. I've been looking at home field as 1.5 because 1.5 points. Because I'm sorry, you do not have a crowd. There's no crowd. There 70 decibels is nothing. It's fucking white noise. In these
Well,
arenas.
they're gonna try. They're gonna try to. I mean, Jacksonville had a crowd.
Yeah, the only 2 teams that have crowds are
Kansas City,
Jacksonville and KC. That's it.
Other teams are gonna try,
They're
but
going
who
to try,
knows?
but I don't think Indy has that as their. I don't think the mayor said that they're allowing fans in yet.
I'm hearing feedback from somebody.
It's Christian's
Oh, okay.
speakers.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
Even if
Yeah,
there
I
were
was hearing-
fans, Dale just wrote, even if there were fans, they won't produce. I agree with that. Yeah, but give me Minnesota. +3? Hell yeah.
Minnesota.
Yep.
Give me Minnesota.
All right.
There's a reason why I didn't have the Colts in the playoffs, and you're seeing it.
Yeah, the Jaguars take on the Titans. The Titans are a 9-point favorite.
Titans.
Gardner Minshew had a good game. Sorry, this is Tennessee. Titans,
Yeah, that
baby.
Tennessee defense is gonna get after him. And you look at what Tennessee's biggest problem was in their Achilles heel. It was the inability to put pressure on the quarterback. You saw it in the AFC Championship game against the Kansas City Chiefs. That and their secondary as well. That's why they went out.
Actually, Monday night, the biggest problem with Tennessee was Steven Gostkowski.
Their fucking
Yeah,
field
yeah,
goal kicker.
it definitely was. But
I can't believe that.
Steve
Yeah,
Levy
but,
with the tongue against the cheek fucking moment. It's like he's been doing this his entire life.
yeah, I definitely like the Titans in this one. They'll go 2-0. I can see Jadeveon Clowney having a huge game in this one.
I think Derrick Henry runs all over the Jags.
Yeah,
I can see that too, but Mr. Minshew meet Mr. Clowney.
but because this is
Oh, yeah.
this is a conference game, I'm not touching that spread.
Oh, I wouldn't touch it.
Washington takes on the Cardinals. The Cardinals are a 6.5-point favorite.
Cardinals.
I can't believe the Cardinals are going to go 2-0.
Yeah, the Cardinals are going to go 2-0. I actually preview this game on the website tomorrow, and I'll give you guys a little sneak preview of it. Who would have thought that these two teams who are coming off major upsets, and this would be one of the 3 best games, I think, on the slate this week. That Washington pass rush is going to be scary under Jack Del Rio.
Oh, that
Offense.
Washington defensive line is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. You have Chase Young, you have Jonathan Allen, you have Montez Sweat, you have Ryan Kerrigan. This could easily be one of the 3 or 4 best defensive lines in the National Football League.
And just think about it. One of your backups is another Bama boy.
yeah.
That's scary. Jonathan Allen. Then you have the tackle, which I remember was the Bama boys, and then he left because then he didn't leave. He became a backup, because you got Chase Young.
Right. Right.
They're
So
fucking scary.
man, this is gonna be an interesting game. It's the first matchup between Dwayne Haskins and Kyler Murray. I think it'll be fun, but I just think Arizona has a little too much for that Washington secondary. And that's what I think is going to be the difference maker. I'm taking Arizona for sure.
Where is the game in?
It's in
Arizona?
Arizona.
Like, the thing is, like, I think the Washington pass rush is going to... I mean, they're going to pressure Murray, but the thing is, Murray has wheels.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Wentz
You know,
has
when I
wheels,
watch
but not like Murray.
when I watch Kyler Murray, I'm reminded so much of Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and the other thing is, Kyler Murray has a sure-handed receiver now he can just toss it up to.
See,
I mean, that helps.
See, I would lock this if the other games weren't better.
Oh, I would not lock anything against the Washington football team now. I would not.
Well, that's why we go into this one. Next on this list, 8.5 point spread. Legion of Zoom take on the Chargers. KC takes on LA.
Oh, God, give me KC.
And-
Casey, come on, really?
Come on, man.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah,
what I said. I
definitely.
was saying I would lock that if it wasn't, Patty
Yeah,
fucking
I'm
Mahomes.
definitely-
The rich got
definitely-
richer, and
look.
Andy Reid's face shield won't fog up this time.
I'm definitely taking Kansas City in this one. I think Austin Eckler may give the Chiefs defense a couple of problems here and there, but look, Mahomes is going to have another typical day at the office. I say he throws about 4 touchdowns.
Good old
Is this-
Patty Mahomes.
Is this in LA?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this is in SoFi.
Yep.
right.
Oh my dude. I have a feeling the Chargers are gonna want to put higher grass in there for SoFi because Kansas City's gonna run all over them so quick.
Yeah. All right. Baltimore takes on Houston. Baltimore is a 7-point favorite.
Oh,
Baltimore, and you take those points.
Yep.
Are you kidding me? This is gonna be a blowout.
Yeah, Houston has a lot of problems on that offensive line, and you saw that their weapons, they missed DeAndre Hopkins. It's going to take a collective effort to replace him. I think this was a game that a lot of people were looking forward to. Lamar, Deshaun, second meeting last year. Lamar blew the Houston Texans out, and that Baltimore defense, I think, sacked Deshaun Watson about 7 or 8 times. I could see them making his life a living hell again on Sunday. I definitely like
but
Baltimore.
Bill O'Brien has Davy Johnson now.
Ooh.
And also, the clock's ticking on Will Fuller's eventual annual, trip to the IR. The clock's ticking there, Deshaun.
And your Sunday night game is a repeat of the one of the Super Bowls, because they better run the fucking ball. New England takes on Seattle. Seattle's a 4-point favorite.
Seattle.
It's in Seattle.
It's in Seattle.
Yeah, I'm going to take Seattle. New England New England made some, strides, but all those people missing on defense is going to hurt them this game. Don't take it, Seattle.
When I look at this game, it's such a dynamic matchup because both quarterbacks are going to cause problems for both defenses. And we all know what Bill Belichick likes to do. He likes to take away what it is you do best. So he's going to take away DK Metcalf. Stephon Gilmore is going to be locked on him. They're going to double him, make sure Russell doesn't get him the ball. I think it'll be key for New England to keep Russell Wilson in front of them. That's always the game plan when you play Seattle. Keep Russell in that pocket. Don't let him improvise, because both these quarterbacks can impact the games in different ways. You look at Cam, hard fake, hard snap, pretends to hand that ball off, and then he runs a bootleg, or he's big enough to run in between those tackles. Then you look at New England's defense. I don't think they'll be as strong as they were last year, but I think they can do enough to keep themselves in that game I'm looking at James White as my X factor for the Patriots. They're going to open up the quick passing game. So expect Cam to not take shots down the field, but lots of quick passes to James White and Julian Edelman. And for Seattle, I'm looking at Jaron Reed. I think this one's going to be a lot closer than people are anticipating it to be. I like Seattle.
I like Seattle. The other thing is watch Chris Carson.
Yeah, I'm actually, yeah. If they can get him the ball consistently, and if he can run the ball and provide the balance that I know the Seahawks have, watch out. That's all I say. But
I'm just saying New England's missing their run stoppers, and that's where it's going to hurt them.
yeah, that's what I think too. And I just think Seattle, they're more in tune with their weapons in the wide receiver department than New England. Because New England, think about it, they really don't have a guy that can go and get the ball. I'm still shocked that they got rid of Mohamed Sanu because I think he'd be perfect in a game like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
All right, what's Monday night?
I got Seattle too. So does we all taking Seattle. The opening of the Death Star.
Oh, what?
Yeah, the Death Star. You heard me. The New Orleans Saints go to Las Vegas to take on the Raiders.
I'll take the Raiders.
I'm going to take the Saints.
Saints. Oh,
Yeah,
the Saints go marching in.
Yeah, I'm taking the Saints. I think Emmanuel Sanders has a big game as well as Alvin Kamara, and I think that defense is really going to come after Derek Carr. Cameron Jordan, Demario Davis, Marcus Davenport. That front seven is really active, and I want to see how the Saints defense, the secondary, does. And this is just a tune-up for a big game for the Saints after week 2. We get Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees in week 3, and I can't wait.
All right.
God
So
damn.
here's the question: do I take Baltimore with -7, or do I take New Orleans -5.5?
You take Baltimore,
You take
and
Baltimore.
you shut up.
I'm not saying a word. I'm just saying. All right. So our pick 6 is San Francisco over the Jets -7. Duh. Green Bay over Detroit -6. Duh. Buffalo over Miami -5.5. Duh. How we got this number, I don't know. Minnesota +3 over Indy. The fuck? KC -8.5. That's the only one I'm really worried about, but not really because of that number. And Baltimore over Houston -7.
All right, and we have something else to go over. You know that.
I know. Pull it up.
Yeah. We have to do this fast. God damn. Well, the card last week sucked. I'll put it on. I'll be honest. The card sucked. I mean, the best fight was Watterson. The Watterson fight against Hill. And that just showed Watterson taking her down. Apparently, the kryptonite for Angela Hill is karate, because she could not get past Watterson's sidekicks after she kept throwing them. And all right, so a big one. Danielle Wolf was signed to the UFC after her Contender Series fight last night. She's a Golden Gloves boxer 3 times. Really good. She got her hands go. The only thing my issue is she needs to learn how to close the gap, because she had this girl like stunned against the fence, and then she let her run away. And I'm sorry, when they start to take that way, you throw a head kick.
Right.
And you keep them in. But the thing is, she almost won by a guillotine choke, which is ridiculous because apparently she does jujitsu, but you don't know.
Here, Chris, I'll be right back. You keep finishing that.
All right. Yeah. She does jujitsu, so it was interesting. It was a decent fight. She has a lot of promise. She needs to get better, because especially she got recruited for the featherweight division, which means she can be taking on the Toe and Felicia Spencer and Nunes, so she needs to be on her A game. And Ronnie is still in the bathroom. All right, so we move ahead to this is a big one. As far as Fight Night goes, how can I put it? This is Punch a Racist. You hear me, Christian?
Let me hear it.
All right, so we're going to start the undercard.
All right,
It's
I'm back.
Tyson Nam versus Jerome Rivera. I think I'm going to take Tyson Nam.
All right, what was the first fight?
Tyson Nam, Jerome Rivera.
Give me Rivera.
I'm going to take Tyson Nam.
Okay.
Chris, you know the rules. You pick for me.
All right.
Well, it's
And Ronnie
it's
picks
I
for
was gonna
me.
say, it's just me and you, Chris. Let's just run through these.
All right.
Whatever we pick, they pick too.
Derek Minner versus TJ Laramie. I'm going to take Minner.
Yeah, Manor.
Andre Ewell versus Erwin Rivera. I'm going to take Ewell.
Yeah, Yule.
Journey Newson versus Randy Costa. I'm going to take Newson. Costa goes too green.
Newston.
Jessica Rose Clark versus Sarah Alpar. I have no idea. I have nothing. I don't know anything about Sarah Alpar.
Yeah, Clark.
I have a feeling Clark is a gatekeeper fight, so I'm going
Actually,
to take
Clark,
Alpar.
Actually, Clark's favored.
Really?
Yeah, minus 230.
Minus 230. All right, I'll take Clark. Fuck
Yeah.
it. All right, Mayra Bueno Silva versus Mara Romero Barea. I'm taking Silva.
Silva.
Barea is a straight up gatekeeping fight. I know that for a fact. Mirsad Bektic versus Luis Eduardo Garagori.
Dogori.
I'm going to take Bektic. Jordan Espinosa versus David Dvorak. I'm taking Espinosa.
Yeah.
Espinosa has ridiculous head kicks.
Yeah.
And then we have Kevin Holland versus Darren Stewart.
Holland.
Ooh, Mackenzie Dern versus Randa Marcos in a grappler's battle. I want to take Dern, but I'm scared because Marcos gets up for these.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Marcos.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that.
I mean, Dern is the returning Johnny Walker versus Ryan Spann. Johnny Walker's not going to make the same mistake twice. I'm going Johnny Walker.
Yeah, Johnny Walker.
Khamzat Chimaev versus Gerald Mearshart. I'm going Chimaev.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you on that one.
All right. Cowboy versus Nico. I'm taking the Cowboy. And Christian, this is the one where you can pick for yourself. It's
Okay.
time to punch a racist. Colby Covington takes on Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, Tyron Woodley.
Everybody and their mom wants Tyron Woodley. And Tyron Woodley has said he will actually eat a 2-point penalty to punch Covington in the nuts.
Give me Tyron.
He said he'll try to punch him in the nuts. He will kick him in the balls. He doesn't care. I mean, I want Tyron Woodley to win, but I hope they don't do a DQ, but I don't think they will because Covington's too much of a MAGA head. I think Woodley is going to beat the shit out of Covington. This is a fight years in the making.
Yeah, it is. They've been ducking each other for a while. Or sorry, Kobe's been ducking for a while.
Yeah, and then Colby's like, "Oh no, you're ducking me, Woodley," and all of a sudden, like Woody's like, "Get up in the damn rankings, dick." And not to mention, the other history is Colby Covington was brought in to train with Tyron Woodley. That's how he started with American Top Team.
Yeah.
And Woodley used to beat the shit out of him. I say it continues.
Yeah.
But talk about a main event, and that's on Fight Night.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ooh. Ooh.
All right. And
that's that.
And that's that. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is our
Wait a
show.
minute. Wait, Ronnie. What's your pick for Monday?
Oh, I was getting to it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to our show. If you want to follow us more, follow us on all the social media outlets in Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that shit, under the Nerdport Network. Follow myself on Twitter at FNRonnie.
Follow me at TripsNXC.
And me at The Zombie Master.
And you can follow me at DailyBlitz_61, and you can check out the website www.thedailyblitz.blog.
And join us back here on Monday for From Real to Heel as we dive back into a movie of the week where we review The Beastmaster.
With Mark
What?
Singer.
Yes.
Mark Singer one?
Yes.
Oh my god, I don't even have to rewatch that. I've seen that 1,000 times. I can quote that movie to you.
It is on Amazon Prime.
The Beastmaster.
The Beastmaster.
Okay, we went from Bill and Ted to Beastmaster. Wow.
Fucking Christ. I mean, it's not Jason and the Argonauts, but
But yes,
It's
with
Mark Singer being a bad Tarzan.
yep.
Mark Singer's bad everything. So what?
Hey, I liked V. Don't knock V. I liked V.
Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, that was our show. Oh, can only say this so many times because Bobby Bonilla will soon be getting fully paid.
God damn.
Good night, everybody.